All right, we are at time. This is exciting. We are at game 211. So two and then two ones. So that must mean something somewhere in some place. Tonight we are
Numerology,
going
yeah.
to be treated something. Yeah, we're going to be treated to Rob Palmer is going to run all the categories. So this should be
Which means Susan gets to be on an official actual team. So how are we going to randomize that again like we did last time?
well, you had it, so I rolled a die, and then you had that die number turn out to be another die, like another thing.
Okay, yeah. So after you
That
make
worked
the
out well. That way I
teams,
can't pick.
after you make the teams, we'll just have you pick a number 1 to 5, and I'll ask Siri.
Okay.
Now that we're recording, I would just like to go officially on the record with confirming how hot Kat looks in the natural sunshine in her home.
She looks
Hey, I
great.
was the first to
Because-
pick that out.
Because that's exactly what I thought when I saw. I thought, dang, she looks hot.
Well, thank you, darling.
Yes.
Well, in a
does.
way, you're saying she looks hot because she was talking about the sun being in her house. So that we're talking about
No,
hot. As
I'm
in
saying
off the
usually she
shoulder.
looks pretty. Today she looks hot.
Yes.
Phew.
Do my hair flip, check my nails.
That's pretty hot.
Hot.
Pretty
Well,
hot.
considering how cold it is outside and we had snow yesterday, I
Mm.
take that as a compliment. Thank
It's
you.
April. What the hell are you having snow for?
Oh, I wish
It's
we-
April. Why
Yeah.
would
It's
we have
April. We
snow?
have snow
Hey,
here.
wait till you get to
Adrian's got her
Buffalo.
tiara
Susan.
on.
Susan, wait till you get to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to Buffalo a bunch
We
of times.
usually-
It's July. It's July.
We
so I
usually
won't-
have
won't
snow
be
in
that big a
April.
deal.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
to Buffalo in February.
Yeah,
Is that
this
a
is
country
bad.
song?
Kat, don't forget your tiara tomorrow.
I thought I'd have
And-
one on standby.
You know what you should do, Kat? I got it. Is that where you've got like a bunch of them, just trade them out, but never say anything. But without noticing, like if you were to,
Subtly take one off and put a new one on.
or if you were off camera for a moment, I don't know. He doesn't usually do it except for the break. That's the only
Right.
natural time is during the break. You could come back with a different tiara. And I used to do
But
that with
just
my
do this.
glasses. I would start off with one pair of glasses, and then I'd put on a different kind that are totally different. Just, I don't know, just to mess with people. Mark used to always wear a stethoscope. We went to England or someplace. I remember this. I was looking at his video, an old picture, and he's got this stethoscope on, and he never mentions it. He just wears it the whole time, and it's just one of those things because you make assumptions about people, like hot reading, cold reading, and stuff. But it was like, do you have more authority if you're wearing a stethoscope around your neck, especially when there's no reason to?
Well, it was funny because Kenny asked me on Wednesday and
Why's
he
that
was
funny?
like, come talk about your herbal stuff, right? I'm like, oh, okay. I always thought if I ever went on your show, we'd be talking about like me growing up in a family of psychics and all my paranormal experiences. And he's like, whoa, what? Huh? Okay, I need a bio. And are you free this Friday? I'm
Yeah,
like,
that would be excellent.
okay. There you go.
Very good.
So I
Well,
did a little
gee,
creative writing during a staff meeting. No, we're recording. I mean, during my break.
I heard about that.
Well, this talk about changing the tiaras reminds me of this thing I heard about basically just noting how oblivious people are, so that have somebody talking to somebody, a couple of guys carrying some big billboard or something walk between them, and they change who's on one side of the billboard and see if the other guy notices her.
They did that on Just for Laughs a lot.
And
It
Darren
was-
Brown did that a lot
Oh,
too.
it
where's
was pretty
Kyle?
fun.
Oh, there's Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Kyle.
Let you in the room.
Hi,
I didn't
Kyle.
even notice.
Good evening.
So, I'm looking at the list, and all of a sudden I see that. Oh, and Bill's here too.
Hello there.
Hi, Bill. All of a
I'm
sudden, they're
on
just on a
my,
list here in front of me.
I'm on my iPod, so I've got the usual handicap of not being able to carry chat from one room to another.
Okay. So I think I usually don't do much with these rooms as they come up. But Rob's showing up in a room, so I have to consider he's not really there. So, because he won't be
Adrian's
there.
wearing a tiara and I'm not.
I'm not.
Maybe I'll make it.
But you, but
Carolyn
you
does-
look way more glam. I got the really glamorous headphones to go with it.
Well, the tiara and the headphones are quite a combo.
Yeah, I think maybe I need a stethoscope too.
Well, it
And maybe
could,
a
it
white
could,
lab coat hanging in the background and
Oh yeah.
it could
I
only
think
help.
this will work. I think this will
Exactly.
work. There'll be a couple more people who join us, and so it'll fill in the blank spaces. There'll be 4 people in some rooms and 3 people in other rooms, and then of course I'm going to be on one of these. So I think it'll work. I'll just leave it the way it says. Wonder if Caspian's going to show. Deborah
So,
usually
so
shows about
just
that.
an FYI, I've been kind of migrainy today and a little dizzy, so we'll see how long I last. I might last the whole evening. So Rob, just keep things moving, and then I'll be able to stay the whole
keep 'em
time.
moving. Okay, so now that the rooms are created, Rob, give me I'm gonna roll a die. This is 6-sided die, so let's see what it ends up doing. 3.
No, so you don't need to die. I'm going to ask Siri.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to roll the die and then you were gonna take that number.
No,
Okay,
no,
never
no.
mind.
Siri, give me a number between 1 and 5.
But will it give you 1 or 5?
5 is 3.
Will it give you 1 or 5?
No, it's a number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in this 5 team. So you're in room number 3,
Okay.
which
See
is
if
I
I
think
can
what you
find-
said.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so that one's gonna be short a little bit.
Oh, I need the powers.
Okay. And Jane, Kyle, Susan. Can I do it from here? Yes, I can.
My version changed since the last time I was on Zoom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's not the red button for leave has changed to a person walking through a doorway, which is actually interesting. It's not a red button anymore.
Really?
Yes.
Which
and,
button are you talking about?
What?
Which button? Leave
On
what?
the,
Like
on the
leave
lower on the lower right, audio's on the left, then video, then participants. The far right one was the red button that said leave, and now it's a little picture of a person going through a door.
Oh, mine just says end. Maybe when I go into the rooms.
Well, that's because you created the session, so they changed it.
Oh, okay.
But I still don't have the powers.
Yeah, you do.
Ah, I don't see the normal. They changed that too. I don't see
You got
the. Oh, they moved it. It's now on the far right. Oh, that's weird.
Oh
and
no!
Also,
why did they bother that stuff? Why not
I
just
don't know.
leave things where
Microsoft
they
does
are?
that all the time with moving around commands too.
It
is
just
so
doesn't make
annoying.
sense. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go to my room. You get to sit here.
Somebody.
Ta-da!
Oh,
Hey,
all
Susan.
right.
I'm your new teammate.
All right,
I did have another suggestion.
sure.
Let's see, what room are we?
3.
2, 3? Room 3 is seated and ready for duty. You don't like it?
Well,
Related.
it is
for
time.
Trump.
It is
Oh,
time.
okay.
It's timely.
It is timely.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I don't know when somebody says they're ready for duty. I'm thinking of potty training children.
Okay.
Well, that's about what
Well,
the trial
that's
is, too.
appropriate. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with at all with a Trump related jury duty thing.
Well,
It's perfectly
you weren't
fitting.
here. So what we came up with first was, Jamie, what should we call ourselves? Fine.
I'm a pun person. Okay, I'm gonna put Robin on this team.
Just bring everybody into
Not that
here.
I would actually have any help. I think something jury related is a really good idea. Something presidential, presidential president's presidential procedures. I'm not clever.
The only thing I could come up with is I cannot be impartial. So
I don't know. You know what? I think I could do it. I honestly do.
Yeah,
No,
at first I thought I couldn't, and then I thought about it. And then I thought, I think I could.
I think a lot of us, I think most skeptics could because we're so law.
Right,
It would be like, I hate this man, but
yeah, I do.
I could see it as here's the rule.
right.
Yeah.
Here's the argument for that rule. Did it go, what did
Right.
it do? And I think most of us would be okay.
Yeah,
with
we're
seeing
I
that.
think I would
debate
just-
the facts of this case.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Have
Look at
you-
the
this rule,
evidence, does
Have
it
any
meet,
of you done,
does it meet the rules of
Mhm.
Yeah.
the
of
level.
required for does the
have any
evidence-
of you, any of you been on, done jury duty before?
Yeah.
I got close, but no.
I got
'Cause, I mean,
when I was 18, and then I almost got on a baby shaking case.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was, who just left? Alan just left.
Alan went to jury duty. He's sequestered.
Oh, that's scary. Sequester the jury.
I think that's got to be our name now. Sequestered, something or other.
Sequestered. I don't know how to say it.
Sequestered Sasquatch.
Sequestered.
And then he came out today with a stack of papers, like, look at all these experts, these legal experts, and it's just a stack of papers, like this one,
really?
and this one said it, and you're just like,
Oh, I missed that.
yeah, just a stack of papers, just,
Somebody come up with something clever. Well, Rob's here, but what happened to Alan?
All right, I stole him from you in the issue of fairness. There were 5 people in this room and only 3 in another one.
Oh,
I just added Rob. Why would you do that?
Because I balanced it. Now it's even.
Except that somebody else is going to, there were like 3 more people joining.
Yeah,
So
We
but they
already
might-
had a
they might
name,
join
and
after
what
we
if he
already have the
tries to bring
scores,
the
and then they
name
go
with
into
him?
lowest score
Oh,
room. So.
fine. Okay. Alan is gone to which room?
I have to look at the breakout room list again. Alan is in room 5.
Well, there's 4 people in there right now.
Well, and he's number 4. There were only 3, and you guys had 5.
No, there were 4 in there. Adrian, Cindy, Karen, and Ron.
Room 5.
I'm looking. Oh, I hadn't gotten to it yet. Okay, never mind. I was writing it down. Sorry.
It was Wendy, Kat, and James. That was it.
Oh my God.
Jane, what was the name you came up with then?
Well, you guys don't like it, so you.
Let's work with it.
Go away, Rob. We
Well,
don't
I
was it
listen to
said
the
again?
names.
Yeah, go away,
I never
Rob.
listen to the
Room-
names.
How do I know when to bring people back?
You go away.
You
so
just
we-
go over there and you sit in a corner by yourself like I do every freaking week. And then when
But
I
then
get
how
sick
do
and
you know
tired
when
of
to
it,
push the button to tell people to come
I
back?
get up and I go to the bathroom and I get myself something to eat and then I come back in
All
here
right.
and I'm like,
I give
that's
you
it. I'm done
3-minute
with it."
notice.
No, you don't even give us a notice. You just hit the button. It's 2 minutes.
All right, there you go.
Oh.
Alan took Alan away from us. Alan. We
Go
could say
away so I
Alan
can-
was
go away so I
sequestered.
can tell my idea.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, what I said is room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
I like it.
It's okay. I just don't
You're
like the last
warming up.
line.
You're warming up to it.
We're warming up.
Room 3 is seated.
Because the jury, all day
Seated, yeah.
they've been saying the jury is now seated. That's how
We
they
could be, or how about we could be the alternatives. Room 3 is the alternate
The
jurors.
alternative jurors, yeah.
Alternate jurors? Is it room 3 is the alternate jurors?
That works.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get some more tea. You guys
I think it
decide.
should be sequestered as alternate jurors.
You just want me to say the word.
We could say sequestered, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation.
Hey. That ain't bad either.
I think they should have all been sequestered. I think that should have been the plan all along, but supposedly they won't be. But anyway.
Well, we got 30 seconds, so
Okay, you guys have to decide because I've got skin in the game.
Well, I don't have the countdown today. That's interesting.
Oh, that is interesting.
26 seconds. Well, Jane, it's great. Put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
You type in the chat.
Okay, we're for sure we're team 3.
Yeah, we're great.
Okay.
Room 3.
Okay, room 3.
Oh, look. Wendy's got her flowers, her Saigon flowers on.
Aw,
Alan, they took you away from us. That evil Rob Palmer who's got power went to his head.
Yeah, and I know, and you guys were cheering after I was
No,
gone. though.
we're like, where'd he go? He got sequestered. He got put on jury duty.
That's right.
We're like, what the heck? And then Rob's like, well, we had to balance the teams. And I said, we have new people joining every few minutes.
So
It started 2 down. That was just too much.
so Alan sequestration instead of carbon sequestration.
Oh,
I
no.
really like my team. I think we're gonna win.
Ooh.
wow. But
See, that's
Vincent,
a
Good
we have
luck.
Bill.
Good luck.
We have Bill.
I
Yeah,
have been
but
I
Vincent,
think
if
we're
you're not-
contenders.
Vincent, it doesn't count if you're not there till the end.
No, I will try to be there till the end
Well,
tonight.
you know what?
so.
You know what I did today? I just went FYI. I was sitting on the couch, which I almost never do, but I was sitting on the couch watching, and I had a cat on me. So you know that means you can't move. And I thought I should have about an hour before this game. So what I'll do is I was going to get a couple books, reference books, and start browsing through them. And I said, Rob's going to be running it tonight. It's going to be a lot of, Rob stuff. And so I said, well, I got a cat on me. What am I going to do? So I went to YouTube and I watched a few videos on some things that are informative. And so maybe
On
they'll-
Rob stuff? You mean on Rob stuff?
No, it probably wouldn't be anything you would pick, but one was on photography. It was Captain
Mhm.
Disillusions. So I know a lot more about shutter speeds than I ever thought I would ever know, but I don't know if that'll be.
You didn't know everything about shutter speeds?
I know nothing about cameras. I only know how to handle people. My
So
job.
she takes
See, I
photos. It was
thought that you knew everything about cameras.
No, I know nothing about cameras. Everything was always set. The lighting was always set. We could manipulate a little bit. The camera, we can manipulate a little bit. My whole skill is people. That's it.
So as far as you're concerned, cameras are obscura.
Susan uses a PhD camera.
PhD camera.
Press
Specialize in one
here.
subject, huh?
Press here, dummy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know I can use. do all that,
That's all that's necessary.
but when you're working as a baby photographer or a retail photographer, as portrait photographer, it's all people skills.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, actually, no, I disagree.
No, they're composition
It's-
skills as well.
Yeah,
Oh, but
it's
you pick
people
that up, it's like
skills
repetitive.
and having a artistic eye.
Yeah.
Think about
of
it,
the
you
things-
guys. I've taken tens of thousands of photographs of people. So after, your first few hundred people or your first few hundred poses, it's repetitive. It's like mimicking stuff. So it's not that.
Yeah, what is it? When it's a studio like that, and you just see a portrait.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
all
a
like, I
standard
got 15 minutes. You need to be in and out, and I have to have 15 shots, and they all have to be very different from each other, and you're supposed to change clothes 3 times.
Yeah, but it also is pretty standard composition.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you-
'cause your camera has a-
subjects are supposed to change clothes, Susan?
Oh, yeah, not me.
Did you misunderstand that all those years, Susan?
I used to wear all black. Anyway,
Excuse me, keep that pose. I gotta go change again.
I gotta change real quick. No, I'd just be the. Anyway, so sorry that we derailed the conversation here, but it's so great to see you guys all here on this day. It's a very important day. And it's game 211, which is held on April 18th, 2024, a day we will never, ever see again. And there's so much happening in the world. I think that historical stuff is fascinating, what's been going on.
And by the
And,
way, the day is actually a national day of something, and at least 2 of my categories have something to do with it. Does anyone know? What is
Quickly
that?
looking that up.
My brother's
Well,
birthday.
18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now alive.
Tara,
25
Tara
years
had
ago
a tear
today,
on.
the great one played his last game in the NHL. Is it to do with Gretzky?
I know what day it is.
What day is it, Karen?
Karen always looks
Ask
at
an atheist.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh, that's
National
right.
Ask an
That's what I
Atheist Day.
I did see that on Kelly Burke put that up. That's right.
And you might notice that might be applicable to some of my backdrop there. So.
Ooh.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, I'll have to let me.
I would have done better with Wayne Gretzky. I'm just.
You have been the only one, though,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rain Gretzky.
You and the other Canadians. Okay, so we got to get
It's
our.
also National Animal Crackers Day.
Oh, no, I'm an expert on animal crackers.
Is that the food or the comic strip?
Food.
Okay.
Anyway,
Carolyn's
Jamie, Carl,
prepared.
Leonard, and Vincent.
I needed that excuse.
Jamie, Carl, Leonard, Vincent.
Yeah, let me get the chat up.
Okay. Trump
Oh,
takes
Jamie
power
got it.
during hearing. I got it. Trump takes a power nap during hearing, a white power nap.
I heard this.
That's wonderful.
Hey, I heard this on Colbert, so I know you
Yeah.
took that.
I got that one.
It is a good one. I laughed really hard when I heard it on Colbert. I was like, you know, I heard something really interesting in the news. They were talking about Artie Melbourne. He was putting up what the comedians are saying about the trial and stuff like that, like late night comedians and stuff. And he says, remember, the joke won't work. They're not going to use a joke if it's too obscure. And it was an interesting thought because the audience always laughs at these jokes because they get it, because they're paying attention, because it's in the news and people are following it. So it was his way of saying that if this trial and everything that's happening with it is really saturating in the at least in the world of people who would follow a trial like that. I thought that was neat that a report like a late night person like that isn't going to really do a joke unless it's common knowledge and well done. But this one about the white power nap, and yeah, it's really good. Okay. Sorry. I'm taking over again. Bill, Janine, Jim, and Robin.
Yes. I had it all written into chat and it seems to have disappeared. Sorry.
Is that your team name? I had it written in chat and it just seems
Wakey,
a great team
wakey,
name.
sleepy
Sleepy
Donnie.
Donnie. Sleepy Donnie.
That's good.
There's a theme going on here.
I will put it in.
I like categories like this.
Will this be the first time we have all five on the same exact concept?
Well, we've had all five on one once,
yeah.
didn't we?
I think so.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I think it was only 3 weeks ago.
Gotta scroll back and look at that.
Wakey, sleepy Donnie. Man, what is it? One of the other hosts on.
So not only
MSNBC.
Trump, but Trump falling asleep during his trial.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Very specific.
That's pretty narrow.
Okay, that is a little more specific. Well, the one of the other people said, you know, Trump only has one job here. Just sit there and stay awake. And he failed it on the first day. Okay, team
Twice.
three. Carolyn, Jane, Kyle, and Asusena.
Room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
Room 3 is seated and ready for duty. So it's not as sleeping, but it is definitely related. Okay, Adrian, Cindy, Karen, and Ron.
We are. Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one. The Nod Father.
Did you
Thank
find that
you,
somewhere?
Ron.
That's really funny.
That
Thank
was
you, Ron.
That was Ron.
Good job, Ron.
The Nod Father.
You didn't hear the Nod Father, sir? That's really funny. You should be writing. You and Jamie should be doing late night TV.
Yeah.
Writing for the bigwigs. Okay. And Alan, James, Kat, and Wendy.
We aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump in our team name.
That's good.
Go to sleep.
That may have backfired.
we have all five that are all Trump related.
Yeah.
And they're all jury related. So maybe not sleepy, but they're all jury. That's
So
good.
he who shall not be named.
Yeah, there you go.
Agent Orange, yes.
Oh yeah. Do you see what Carl just said? Trump gives the same level of attention Same level of attention to his trial as he did. his trial.
Yeah.
Did you did you hear one of the comments? One of the people that was excused said they were asking questions, and she said he doesn't look as orange in person.
Yeah, another one. Another jury member. Person who's been left from the jury said something, and they just kind of snuck it in there. They said, "Yeah, I could see the orange. I was so close to him, I could see the orange." And another one said he looked.
I saw
He
that.
didn't look as orange as normal. He looked kind of yellow. I was like, "Oh my God, this guy! What the hell?" Karen looks very glowing and very, very hippie-ish today. She looks like she's astral projecting and all that.
Well, I have the ability to blur the background, and so I was trying it, but I
kind of like it.
I like it.
I look like a disembodied head, or what is that? What you said, Cindy?
No, I said that you just look like you're
disembodied.
floating.
Yeah.
But you know what? The way it appears with your name, you're just such a little space. Your head is just above the your name. It's not that much that disembodies. I mean, we all know nobody here has a lower half, right?
Right.
We're only this big.
And I'm not very tall.
No, you're not very tall.
What?
Well, that's always
I
true.
disagree with
I
that.
look the same as everybody else right now.
The same
so.
height.
Well, right now, yeah.
So here's our team names tonight. Let's see who's. I'm a little partial to room 3, but okay, let's see. Trump takes power nap during hearing, a white power nap, versus wakey sleepy Donnie, versus room 3 is seated and ready for duty, versus Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one, the Nod Father. Versus we aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump on our team name. Thank you for adjusting that, Rob. I appreciate that. All right. So Rob was fussing with the spreadsheet because he can't not. But I see, I was thinking, boy, that doesn't look right. I have to fix that in a minute. All right. So Rob has been gracious enough to bless us with 5 categories tonight, which will be fun. That's why I'm staying on a team permanently tonight. And next week we have Wendy and we have Cindy's going to do the bonus. And so if that's something that you think you might want to do eventually, please let me know. You can either, and Adrian.
I was going to say, hey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was on the right screen, but you can text me or you can just volunteer for one or the following week. I don't have a problem with that. So Robert.
Okay. So as I said, today is National Ask an Atheist Day, and the first category is intelligent design.
Ooh, that leaves me out.
So it's about oxymorons. Okay.
Yeah.
No, just morons.
Oh God, I don't know.
Oxymorons, is that when too high oxygen levels causes brain damage?
We'll find out.
Oh, that's pretty corny.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh, is a question mark after it? Okay, I gotta have the question.
Wait, Rob?
7 o'clock.
Yes, I'm trying to give Adrian
Powers?
powers.
Jane always keeps us oriented to the
Why
time.
does
I
Adrian
appreciate
get
that.
powers?
Where did they move it? So I want Adrian to be the mutator.
I already gave them
Watch
to
out.
Carl's a mutator? Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. All right, Carl.
As he was here
Everybody,
first,
please.
him and Wendy.
Boom. Done.
Okay, thank you. All
Didn't
right, here we
work.
go. Question number 1. What does the acronym YEC mean in the context of this category? Number 2.
Yuck.
This person is an Australian Christian fundamentalist, creationist, apologist, and former science teacher living in the United States. Thank you, Australia. He is the founder, CEO, and former president of Answers in Genesis, a Christian apologetics organization that operates 2 attractions, and I put that with air quotes, teaching ID. Question number 3. Name either of the 2 attractions mentioned in the previous question. And question 4, name the other attraction. Number 5, Bill Nye famously debated the answer to question 2 on the subject of question 1 at the answer to question 3 or 4. In what unrelated field of study does Bill Nye have a BS degree? Question 6, mainline Protestants and the Catholic Church reconcile modern science with their faith in divine creation by claiming that God created the universe and life through the laws of nature, including evolution. What phrase is commonly used to describe this belief? And I actually have 3 options I'm going to allow for. Number 7, according to a 2014 Gallup poll, which is the most recent one I could find, what % of Americans believe that human beings have developed over millions of years from less advanced forms of life and God had no part in this process?
2014? You don't have a more recent number?
It probably hasn't changed much. So give me that plus or minus 10%. From that last poll, it hadn't changed from the previous time they did it. So number 8. According to a study published in Science, looking at data between 1985 and 2005, which included data from Japan, Turkey, and 32 European countries, the only country where acceptance of evolution was lower than in the United States was which country? Number 9. 9. This is my longest one here.
Number 9.
Number 9. In 2004, the Dover Area School District of York County, Pennsylvania, not too far from me, changed its biology teaching curriculum to require that intelligent design be presented as an alternative to evolution, and that the creationist textbook of Pandas and People was to be included in the curriculum as a textbook. A challenge was tried in U.S. federal court where Eugenie Scott and other National Center for Science Education staff served as scientific and educational consultants for the plaintiffs. The school district lost the case, as ID was found by this court to not be science. What is the name of this historic case? Give me either the colloquial name or its official name.
Here's Deborah.
And number 10. The trial of question 9 included discussion of a 2-word nonsensical autocorrect typo, which started with a C and ended with ISTS, which was in the book of Pandas and People, which, according to the trial documents, demonstrated that intelligent design was just creationism relabeled. This typo has been described as the missing link between creationism and intelligent design, and it was a result of a single failed attempt to replace creationist with what 2-word phrase, as was correctly done everywhere else in the book? So I need a 2-word phrase that goes in those dashed areas there.
Don't hint.
And
It's
don't
all right.
count
Got
the
it.
dashes.
Don't say anything.
Don't just say don't count the dashes. Nothing to do with it.
I'm giving the questions to Deborah privately.
Okay.
And before we go to our rooms, I'm gonna read off the names again so that Deborah can choose where she's going. But don't anybody message her, and Deborah, don't you say not a word, because everything's equal right now. Okay, nobody, Deborah, don't read.
Got here, Deborah, just in time not to be put on the last place team.
Okay, so Deborah, I'm gonna read the names. Oops. Wait.
Because there isn't one yet, I guess, huh?
That's right.
So I'm gonna read off the names, and I'm gonna see which one did I just give you? I gotta give you question 8. Okay, 8 and 9. I think we'll go in the chat. Yeah, and then here's 10. Okay, so here are the names. See if you notice a theme with the team names this week, because it's, I mean, if you think about it really hard, you might notice there's a theme.
It's subtle.
It's very subtle. So let's see if you can catch it. All right. All right. So here's the different, and in no
Subtle and
particular
slightly
order.
orange.
In no particular order. Here are the team names. Now you choose the one you want to be on. Okay, got it? Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one. The Nod Father. Okay, or wakey, wakey, sleepy Donnie. Or room 3 is seated and ready for duty. Or we aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump and our team name. Or Trump takes power nap during hearing, a white power nap.
But what was the third one that you read?
Room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
And what was the one right before that?
We aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump and our team name.
I think I want the third team.
The third team?
Mm-hmm.
She's mine.
Was Rob doing the whole thing?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we can go to our rooms. Who's sending us?
Carl.
And Deborah's in room 3.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have to go.
I was wondering.
Waiting for my button to be pushed. Okay,
Wondering
here we
what you're
go.
doing there.
See, you guys did select a really good team name because it made Deborah come here.
True.
They were all pretty
Thank you,
good.
Jane.
Yeah, Jane insisted on it. We just kind of fuddled with the words a little bit, but
I didn't
I was
know.
listening to the team names and going, see if I can figure out like what, maybe not who, but what kind of person thought of the team name.
well, the last one I realized it said James and Kat in it as I read it. And I thought I shouldn't say that. Anyway, okay, so I know almost all of these, so I'm just going to sit back, and if you guys don't know them, we can talk about them.
Well, we got one, Young Earth Creationism.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Was that Ken Ham?
Something
The other
Ham.
one?
2, I think, is Ken Ham, yeah.
Ken Ham, yeah.
Yeah.
So then 3 and 4, one of them is the Ark Encounter.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought it was just Noah's Ark. Is it the Ark Encounter?
It's
Ark
out
Encounter.
Ark Encounter,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna change what I wrote.
I don't know the other one. I just know the art one.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's the Creation Museum.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if it has
Yep,
a
yep.
fancier name or not, but it is the Creation Museum.
Yeah.
yeah. That's where the debate took place.
Mhm.
But what's Bill Nye's degree?
Is that
He's an engineer.
I thought it was physics, but it's probably
No, he's
something.
an
engineering?
He's an engineer.
Is it a more specific?
Well,
type of
yeah, it's
engineering, though?
because
Is
he's
it
not a
civ- civ-
software
civil?
engineer.
Is it
Maybe I
civil?
was leaning civil. Yeah,
He does.
probably
I
not
think-
chemical.
It's either civil or mechanical.
He worked
Yeah.
at Boeing.
Well, he worked at, like Susan said, he worked at Boeing and
Maybe mechanical then.
Should we
Or
do that, or should we just
electrical.
stick with engineer?
I just put engineering.
You
Let's
think
say
that's good
engineering. If we
enough?
have to, we can.
I mean,
say-
as an engineer, that's not specific enough. Let me tell you, but
It used to be.
Yeah.
And then they got all these new kinds. that people
yeah,
can
yeah.
be.
Do you want to say what kind?
Well, if we don't think it's required, let's just go with engineer. If we've got to pick a kind, yeah, which one? I guess mechanicals may be right.
Now it says, does he have a BS degree? Not his.
Well, yeah.
his-
But
I
it
don't
would
know, does he
be
have-
you don't get a
Maybe that's
BS
his
in
own.
engineering. You get it in something
No.
engineering.
Yeah. Well, you could have a BS in math for all we know, but.
Yeah,
I know
it
it's
could be,
engineering.
but
I know
all
it's
Because he
right.
could have gone on to like,
Grad
master's
school
degree or
and-
something,
yeah.
grad
because
school,
they
yeah.
because people are always throwing that in his face as critics.
Like
You're
the
just
Yeah,
you
you're
don't even
not
have
a-
you're not even a scientist. You
book
you
is
don't even
right
have
there. I can
advanced
reach
degree.
the book. It's killing me.
What? Which book?
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Nye's book.
Bill
Yeah,
Nye
mine's
book,
behind me. I can't.
it's
I can't.
3 feet away from me.
Okay,
It's-
so next one is
Is that intelligent design?
yep.
That's what I wanted to say, but I thought that's the name of the category. So
I think he's just messing with us because it's intelligent design.
what?
The phrase is commonly used to describe this belief as intelligent design. I guess that's a phrase. 2 words.
Could be something
Yeah.
else.
Maybe.
Okay, now 7,
Could
I have no
be.
idea.
We should come back to that one and see if we can think of something different.
Yeah, because I don't know about that.
7, yeah, it's gonna come down to a guess.
Mhm.
Or God of, no, claim that God created.
It's plus or minus 10%, so.
What phrase?
So
is
don't pick
God-
anything less than 10.
I think
God
it's
did-
kind of
the
high,
6 could
higher
be
than
God
we'd
did
want
it.
it to be.
I think it's like in the 20s, isn't it?
Well, I think that actually, Deborah, this is a positive. We would.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say 50, but
Oh, I wish. I was leaning 25. What's
I
everybody
think
else
it's in
say?
the 20s,
Yeah, 25 sounds.
which would mean
probably-
70 something percent are probably the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
okay. See, the reason
25 gives us 15 to 35.
because like the previous question said, Protestants and Catholic Church do believe in evolution. So that's why I thought it might
Well,
be a
that's
little
true.
higher.
But would they also say that God had no part in it?
Probably not.
Oh, probably. You're right. So you
Mm.
want to say 30% or 20%?
One of those two, yeah.
25 is a nice middle.
25.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Unless you
That's
think
only
it's
going to give
lower.
us 2.5%. 8, I have an idea, but I don't want to say it. I want to see if somebody else says what I think I'm
Yeah, I
thinking.
don't know. This would be a guess for me.
Turkey wouldn't surprise me. I've heard a bunch of backward stuff about Turkey, and he called it out in
Yeah.
the list. But
Very good. It's a I'm
Spain?
pretty sure it's a Muslim country.
I was
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
I was thinking something along those lines as well.
I had heard Turkey,
It sounds familiar to me as well.
but I don't know if it's the right answer, but that's what I remember hearing. It's odd that he would single it
I
out,
know.
Japan, Turkey, and 32 other European
Yeah,
countries.
give us the freebie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's messing with us.
Could be.
Rob messing with us.
I mean,
I mean,
it could be like the
it
Philippines.
could be Saudi
Well,
Arabia,
but
Syria, Iraq, Iran, Indonesia. I mean, there's
Yeah, Iraq.
Well, it
Philip-
does
the
say European
Philippines.
countries.
Oh, it
Okay,
does say
well-
European.
Oh, okay. Then how about like
Oh, that's why Japan and
or-
Turkey are outside
Spain
of
or
that.
Portugal because they're very
Oh,
religious.
Turkey's in Europe.
Isn't Turkey joining
It's
the
not considered
EU?
European, is it?
It's
they want
joining the
to.
EU, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why did he put
Yeah.
Japan?
Because Japan.
Well, because it's not European,
He's
and he
being
wanted to.
tricky. He's being tricky.
I see why he did
Yeah.
it that way. Because
Mhm.
32
Turkey's kinda,
European. Yeah, strangely worded. I'm still leaning towards Turkey unless there's a better idea.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
All right.
Take it.
Turkey.
How you guys
And
doing?
then 9, the Dover, that's the Snopes monkey trial, yeah?
no.
Or
No,
No, that was the.
this is
you-
no, that's way
This
far
is,
back.
this is
the
the
1800s.
intelligent
oh
design.
yeah, sorry.
Kitzmiller
04.
versus Dover.
Kitzmiller, yeah.
Dover
Kitzmiller,
versus
yep.
Kitzmiller versus Dover.
Is
Yeah.
that right? That's what I
thought
I know
I thought it was
Kitzmiller's right.
Dover versus the there is a Kitzmiller trial, but Kitzmiller's not in Pennsylvania, right?
Mm.
No, so this is a
Dover
different one.
is.
No, that's somebody's
Dover.
name.
This is
Ki-
Dover
Kitzmiller.
versus. This is Dover versus.
There's a Dover like school district.
And it's also the Lemon Law. The Lemon.
Well, that's a
Lemon
different
law
one.
is about cars.
Nope.
Yeah.
Remember
there's
at
one.
SciCon? I mean, at the I just get at the Skeptic Camp in LA. I talked about Alton Lemon.
Oh yeah, I do
That's why
remember
we
that.
get the lemon law. It's applied to cars.
I do remember that.
So it was, I believe it was Dover, or was it Kitzmiller? I think it's Dover. So there's Kitzmiller.
This is
and
the one with
Dover.
Eugenie Scott, though.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is Dover.
Kitzmiller, right?
Oh, no, she does Kitzmiller.
I think so.
I
So
have
this
that
is
book like
Dover
right
versus
over there
the state
too.
of. I
It's
think,
like right there.
I think this is Dover
Right.
versus the state of
Freaking
Pennsylvania.
there.
I think.
I've always just heard it called the Dover trial, but
Dover
that's
is,
kind of in a,
it can't be Dover. So Dover is a school district, I'm pretty sure.
It's the name.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
the name Dover is in the.
it's like a Dover, that's the school board. I saw part of that movie.
So he says there's two
Um,
different places. Give me either the colloquial name or its official name. So the official name I think is Dover versus the state of Pennsylvania, or versus Pennsylvania. And I think the other name would be
Well,
yeah, I think Kitzmiller is Lemon. Oh geez, I knew I should. I just looked at this. I just was rewatching my talk and I said, oh, it's right, Alton Lemon. I knew I was prepping for something and I didn't know it. And he was okay. Let me think about this. Pandas and People. Yeah, this is definitely the one Eugenie Scott's in, and I think Eugenie
Yeah,
Scott's and Kitzmiller.
I know this story, but I don't remember what this autocorrect thing was.
Okay, yeah, I know the autocorrect.
I don't know that story. I don't recall that story.
I don't
really
know
good.
this one. What is that? I don't know it.
Well, they were told they can't do creationism because it doesn't belong in public schools. So they tried to just take the same old textbook they had and do like a edit, find, and replace all, and then replace creationism with intelligent design. But it didn't work out, and there was some situation where it made a silly goof, and that's what he's referring to.
They didn't completely change it, so they changed it.
if they misspelled it,
incorrectly.
then it wouldn't find the right thing if they didn't spell it right.
Well, they put it's creation science. Okay, the autocorrect typo was okay. Auto typo. So it was like C, and then it said intelligent design. ISTS.
Contelligent designers or something like
Something
that.
like that. So it
It
was
stuck it in the middle.
they tried to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it in and they didn't autocorrect it
How funny.
correctly.
So they
Those
didn't
are
know how to use Word
obvious.
is basically the problem.
Or copy edit at all.
No, and didn't read it. Yeah.
Even the squiggly red line they didn't bother to look for.
So it looked like, yeah, well, it was a long time ago. I think it was 2004, wasn't it? So here's kind of, I think, what it looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see it. So
It says
something like
that's-
that.
So
it
that
has
should be our
C in
Okay.
front of intelligent design.
designists. That's
Yeah,
funny.
because it's got the word intelligent design
That's
inside
funny.
of the word.
Yeah.
Anyway, they figured this out, and I think it was brilliant. And I
Yeah.
thought Eugenie Scott was part of this group.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So that's what's confused me, because I thought she was in the creation. I thought the one she was on was Kitzmiller. Is Kitzmiller
I think it was Kitzmiller and Dover.
Kitzmiller versus Dover?
Kitzmiller's a person. Dover was the school board.
You're probably right. Versus Dover. Dover school district, Dover.
It
I
was
think
a
it's
school
called- I
Well,
think
board.
it's
it
Kitzmiller
says the
versus
Dover Area School District.
Was
Mhm.
it called Kitzmiller versus Dover School District? Or
No, Kitzmiller versus Dover.
I think that's the short. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I think you're
Yeah.
right, because I'm almost positive she was in Kitzmiller. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So we should go back to,
Eight.
there was one of them we wanted to go back to 6.
and we didn't finish 8.
Oh, that was Turkey.
I thought we said Turkey.
Well, I just
I
said
think we
I
said
heard
turkey.
turkey, and Kyle said he heard turkey.
Well, Turkey just makes sense to me. There was a talk somebody gave at either SciCon or maybe Skeptical one year, and it was about how many backwards things were going on in Turkey.
Oh, it was what's her name?
Yusil?
And yeah, and she was giving that. She's from Turkey, and I think that's what it was.
Right.
Even though Turkey was really for a good long time recently, a very secular country, but
Yeah, so was Iran for a little while.
yeah, but it's encroaching in it. Oh wow, we did really. Yeah, we
think
know our
so.
shit, you guys. This is good.
Well, do you want to look at, do you want to look at 6 and see if there's anything else?
Okay, mainland Protestant. Okay, the divine creation by God.
I mean, maybe it's intelligent design. I mean, I don't.
That's what I think it is, but
Maybe
there,
it's
I
your-
wonder if there's something else.
I
I have a little
Yeah,
doubt
I'm-
too.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking there's a word that they used.
Like
It's kind of it's a wiggle word.
Yeah, like a
I grew up Catholic.
Accommodationist, something like that, maybe?
Uh-huh,
is that?
accommodation, yeah.
Accommodations.
Like, I might just be inventing this, but something, because this is more specific than create intelligent design.
Yeah.
This is like, oh no, God set it up to all the dominoes to fall exactly this way.
But it's got to
Yeah.
be a phrase.
Yeah.
Well, it could
I
be
like intelligent
religious.
design, but
I think you're right. I think it's like some kind of accommodation thing.
I don't, I grew up Catholic. I don't remember any of this, so.
You don't remember accommodating anybody?
I just remember we believed in evolution. We didn't have a problem with evolution, so.
Yeah, there was a pope a while back that said, yeah, it's fine.
Were you
Yeah.
raised in this area and where you are now, Carolyn? You weren't raised in Buffalo.
Mm-mm. I was raised in Lodi.
I was raised in the South, and we always believed in evolution.
Yeah.
And I
It's
was
only
raised
become
in the church.
political.
I was raised in the church, yeah, until they changed it, for political reasons, I think.
I say we go with accommodationism.
I've got intelligent design written down because I think that's right. But
Got to be a phrase, though. Yeah, so
Yeah, the
intelligent
phrase.
design at least is 2 words.
I don't know.
What do you guys?
5 seconds.
It's gotta be a phrase. So I think
Yeah,
intelligent
phrase.
design, and it's
Too late, team.
Okay.
that was a good one. I actually can help.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't care. You're not on my team. I don't have a team.
Jeannie Scott would be so proud.
Jeannie would be proud because
I
everybody
was
on my-
excited to have
everybody on
something
my
I
team-
knew.
Yeah, everybody on the team was able to participate in this one.
That's very good. I thought I'd start it
Nice.
off with an easy one.
Thanks,
Oh,
Rob. Yeah.
You go out in the street and ask 1,000 people, and you're not even gonna get a slight amount close to right. We
That
did
is
all.
true.
Only
That is absolutely
only
true.
one that I knew for sure was Bill Nye.
Oh, sorry, Bill.
Well, yeah, you would, huh?
Okay, I'm going to read the answers and then I will put them in the chat en masse. Number 1, the acronym YEC is Young Earth Creationism or
It's
Young
not
Earth
yuck.
Creationist. I'll give you
Yay.
All right.
We said both. We weren't too sure.
Yeah. Number 2, the thank you very much Australia guy is Ken Ham.
Send him back.
Yeah.
Deport the man.
And his 2 attractions,
We'll
I don't
trade
care
him.
what order you give me this, number 3 and 4, is the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure of the Creation Museum.
And Bill Nye famously debated the answer to the 2 at he debated him at the Creation Museum. But the question was, what degree does Bill Nye have? And he is not a science guy. He's a mechanical engineer, just like yours truly.
I'm sorry, the S in BS stands for
Yeah,
science.
yeah.
So his degree is a science degree
Yeah.
in engineering.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, having gone through a mechanical engineering degree, not much science in it. Number 6.
That's based on science.
6. Everything is.
It's a
Number
foundation
6
of science.
I'll give you 3 possibilities here.
Ooh.
And you can make up any words, but these are the 3 that are commonly heard in theistic arguments. Old Earth creationism, theistic evolution, or
That's
evolutionary creationism.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow. If we got more than one, do we get extra points?
it's not intelligent design.
Hey, James, you mentioned one of those. Did we write it down?
I had written down Old Earth
I'm
Creationist.
gonna put that in the chat right now, just so everybody's clear on it. So there you go, because there's 3 answers. All right,
So
number
creationist versus
Okay.
creationism.
So guided
That's a
evolution
no.
doesn't count. Okay.
Oh, we put guided evolution as well. Yeah.
Not one that's around. No.
Hmm.
Number 7. All right. I think at least one team misread this question in the opposite direction from the comments I was hearing before they put an answer. So this is human beings that developed over millions of years from less advanced levels, and God had no part in this process, right? So this isn't people who believe that God had a part. This is people who understand the science part of it. And the answer is a paltry 19%.
Oh,
We were really
Plus
close.
or minus 10.
So-
Okay.
So, oh yeah, I'll put the answer for my math in there. If I
Yikes.
did the math right, it's 17.1 to 20.9.
Oh, man.
We just,
We got it
We
then,
needed
Susan.
like 20, we needed like 20%.
19%. Oh, I see.
We said 25.
All right.
Oh,
and
you
which,
meant I see. Okay.
which of the countries in that survey were like all of Europe and Japan and Turkey for some reason included in there are the only one worse than the United States in this? And the answer is Turkey. The Muslim majority
There's
country.
Turkey.
We
Ah,
heard
look at
that.
that.
We weren't sure. Yeah, good. Good job.
Well, that's why they included Turkey.
Yeah. Well, I
Makes
should.
sense.
Oh,
Just the
you
United
feel
States
better.
wasn't worse. That's right. See, we're not number 55 or whatever it was, 30, whatever. All right, now the trial. I'll be really lenient with this because I don't think anybody wrote the exact thing, but it is Kitzmiller versus Dover Area School District. So Kitzmiller versus Dover is fine. And colloquially, it was called the Dover Panda Trial because of that book.
the
Now, what if
Not-
trial,
someone
not
got
Kitzmiller?
it exactly? Shouldn't those people get the point and others not?
Yeah, I agree.
No. So if you said
No.
Kitzmiller, I mean, it's clear that that was the other part of it where they were suing Dover. So I'm going to be really lenient there.
I
Yeah,
had
he already
thought-
g-
I
he
almost
already
talked
gave you
everybody out
Dover.
of it because I thought Kitzmiller and Dover were two different trials.
Not if you
And
just said
Oh.
Dover. Not if you just said Dover, because that was the
No, we
people
said
who
we
sued.
eventually said Kitzmiller versus
Okay, good.
Dover, and we said the school district.
So the one with the
There's a recording.
nonsensical autocorrect typo, they were trying to change the phrase. I'm going to put this in right now too. It was supposed to replace creationist with the two words design proponents. And therefore the typo became see design proportionate.
Oh, we got it wrong.
Hey,
We're close.
I was
We
looking
got
for
it
design proponents.
I love it.
We understood the what happened, just not the right words.
Yeah, here's what we put. Sorry, team. This is what we put.
Oh, not bad. No.
Well, that's what
we
we
almost
said
had
too.
that.
We said the same thing. Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, we had
Contelligent.
We got it
Yeah.
exactly right.
Very
All
good.
right.
Design
Well done.
Wow. Impressed.
Wow, I am really impressed. I mean, I know the story, but I guess I got the wrong words.
Yeah, I would have never
It's
gotten
a-
that if somebody just asked me
The
randomly.
dangers of find and replace.
Yes.
And
Not knowing how to use your-
and not having that squiggle line thing turned on.
And not having anyone really proof the book.
Mm.
What? I
No, they
Nobody
don't wanna
wanted to
read it.
Not even the
Yeah, not even
publishers.
them.
not even God.
God didn't even do it. Yeah, God didn't do it. So that
All
was a
right,
fun
I'm gonna put all
category,
I'll put all
Rob.
the answers in the chat for Susan now.
That was really fun.
In order. There you go.
I almost spelled everything right. I'm really impressed.
Woohoo.
I was having trouble with engineer. It's one of those words I have a problem with. Like February, I can't spell February right on the first time. Engineer.
They allowed
I
me,
thought-
that my team allowed me to use Word, so Word has automatic spelling
Oh,
corrections.
good. Except for that last one, 10.
So, well, yeah.
It's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you putting here, dude? What's wrong with you? Don't
What
do
is
that. That's what
that?
the okay. So team number okay, let's see. Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one, the Nod Father.
6.
Hey, there's the standard right there. Anybody can beat that. We aren't impartial. James and Carl Cat don't want anything to do with Trump in our team name. Too late.
We also got 6.
Okay, room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
duty.
We get 7, yeah?
How much?
7, I think.
Yep.
Is that right? 1, 2. Okay, and wakey, sleepy Donnie.
8.
Trump takes
Whoa.
power nap during hearing. A white power nap.
We got 9.
Oh.
Oh,
1, 2.
Which one did you
Yeah, we
miss?
got 3 wrong. Yeah.
We missed
Okay.
number 7. Yeah, the percentage.
Oh, okay.
Wow, if team 5 had gotten
7.2.
5, that would have been a straight. That was weird.
That was really good. Okay, good category. 7.2. Let's see if you can make one harder this time.
I have a feeling he's on that track.
I think he's starting out.
That's
easy.
not.
Okay, we're ready for round number 2. Round number 2.
Yes, sir.
So last week, last time I did a category, was that last week? You seemed to like the music theme. So I'm doing that again. TV series theme music volume 2.
Oh boy.
Gonna
But
give
can they
you-
be easy this time?
Yeah, sure. It's actually a wider range in the dates that they started, just coincidentally. Just after I put them all together, I thought it was a nice selection. I just looked up when they started, and those are the dates. So a little older, and I think a little newer than I had in the other one. So, all right. So here is.
You want people muted?
No. So I wait. I already so for Susan's information, I already uploaded a file with this to YouTube, and I got no hits on it. It said copyright, but they're all approved to be on YouTube by other people. So
Okay.
so you don't have to end the
We've
recording.
learned, gosh, this team, you guys, you get so smart just because we've been doing this for almost 4 years and we've had all these problems. We learned to get around them. I love it.
Yeah, I keep waiting for that to be a problem, but so far for 2 times here, it has not been. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Share sound and share. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just play short pieces of this, and actually to do that, I need to see my screen, which has the timestamps on it. Okay, and I'm going to give you the file so you can play it at your leisure. So here we go. Nobody's muted. Do you want to mute people, Carl? Yeah, let's do that. Let's mute people. Otherwise, somebody might start humming some of these.
Oh, fine.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And Karen, you don't have to be writing these down because I am going to be giving everybody the timestamps. Number 4. Number 5.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. And a bonus.
It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here?
And there we we go. All right, I'm gonna give somebody, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Somebody open it up and let me know that it works. Let me get that. Okay, somebody check that, please. Make sure I have my permissions set properly.
Looks like I got it.
Very good. All right. Send everybody to the rooms, Carl.
Okay.
Good luck. Have fun.
2 more breakout rooms. Open all rooms.
Okay, I know 3.5.
I know.
Probably the same ones you guys know.
I know all
I
of
only
them.
know, I only know one of them.
You know
I
all
know
of them,
all
Jane?
of them. I know all of them except number 2.
Okay.
What? You know all of them?
Except number 2.
How is it that you say, you always tell me, I don't
Because
have
there's a
any
couple,
memory. But
there's
she's
a
got
couple
this.
that it's killing me because you know it, but I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
there's some that are really familiar, but
So one, okay, so Jane, one is Bonanza, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
absolutely. That's the
Well,
only one
I hope we all
know.
know number 3.
Well,
Doctor
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
What's 3?
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched that.
3 is Doctor Who.
Yep.
Okay.
4, I'm not sure. I have a guess, but I think I'm wrong.
Do you want to tell us?
Go
My
ahead.
guess is Dookie Howser.
I never saw that.
I don't remember that as well. Jane,
It was really boring music, if I remember right. Or was number 2 the one that was so boring and almost put me to sleep? One of them put me almost to sleep. I was like, oh
2
my
I'd never heard.
I don't know number 2.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Saint Elsewhere.
Is that what it was?
Okay.
Okay.
thank you.
It sounded familiar. I never saw that either. But you
And then-
can't.
I stopped.
sometimes
Well,
you
I
just
liked
can't
that
miss it.
show until that guy's wife died, and then I couldn't watch it anymore.
5, I think, is
Thanks
either
for giving it
called-
away.
I don't
never
probably
seen
first
it.
season or something.
never
guys.
seen it.
5 is what?
I think it's either called Serenity or Firefly. I can't
I
remember.
thought it was Firefly.
It's
Firefly.
Firefly.
Okay. I wrote
Firefly
that
always
down.
has to be an answer. Every
And-
time it was a TV
Right.
show thing.
And then
6
6
is-
is obvious.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know 6.
6
Seinfeld?
is Seinfeld.
Oh, I've never really watched Seinfeld, but I knew I'd recognized it. Didn't he have it last week?
No.
Okay.
I never
7
really
was
watched it, but I
obvious.
knew the theme song.
7, I think I
7's a
watched
good one.
every episode of this.
Yes,
Sure.
I did too. Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote.
What
Murder,
is?
She Wrote.
Oh, okay.
That
8,
woman,
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
have within me a mile,
Nope.
within 10 miles of me, like 100 miles distance between me
And
and
I
her.
didn't realize this. I was in Mendocino last week, and that's where some of the exterior shots were
Oh,
to make it.
I
look
can
like
believe
a-
that.
yeah, I saw
You
your
can-
pictures, Carolyn. It looks so pretty in that vacation you took. What a nice
was
place.
fun.
We live in a very beautiful area, don't we?
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're gonna have to replay number 7 because I wrote down Newhart.
Oh, I remember
Oh.
Newhart.
Oh, no, number 7. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
one?
pretty
You're
confident.
probably you're probably right. All of you agree. So
Yeah, it was Murder, She Wrote for
we'll,
sure.
we'll just have to replay it.
But it
Yeah.
is that same era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
And I
Wait,
meant
7?
I meant the Newhart
Oh, yeah.
where they live out, you know.
Vermont.
Yeah. But anyway.
That was a great show.
That was, yeah.
Oh my God, the writing on that was so tight. Okay, so, okay, I'm forgetting there's a bonus. Okay, so I don't know anything after that.
8, I don't know either.
10 I know, but not 8 or 9.
9, I know.
What's
8
9?
Well, wait. 8 is Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Really?
Is it? Oh, okay.
I saw that.
I've been
Oh, I
watching
got
that.
sick of it.
You got
9
sick
is
of it?
Futurama.
It's
Halfway
really
through.
funny, but it's not as good as everybody said. Like,
Oh, it's not that good. It's
Yeah.
awful, actually. It was good until the middle. Well,
It's
I tried
funny,
really
but-
hard in the second season. I got
The
I got all
scene
the
where
stuff going, I
she
couldn't
breaks up with
I said
what's
I
his
was going to
face?
give you the
Jamie?
timestamps and then I forgot. Anyway,
Oh,
Oh, we don't
Thank
know.
you.
What'd
the
you
scene
say?
where she
He gave
Me?
us the timestamps.
there's timestamps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, the scene where he breaks up or where Keely breaks up with Jamie at the party. That's like one of the best scenes I've seen on TV in a long, long time.
Really? I didn't get that far. That's second season?
No, it's first season. It wasn't the last episode, but it was,
I don't-
like,
I don't remember. I just once the premise was really funny was that this woman was trying to tank this team, and then Ted Lasso's this guy who's got all these other things going on. And then once that was over and she kind of said, oh, okay, then it was just like, forget it.
oh, there's a lot more going on than that.
I know, but you know what it is? I can't stand Keely. Absolutely.
I don't like her either.
I cannot.
love
She is,
Keely. You know
she
what?
is like,
She's a-
she is like, we are on different worlds. She is on a completely different planet.
I looked her up. She's on Fargo, which I would never watch because I didn't like the movie. But she has apparently a Minnesota accent or North Dakota or whatever accent. She does not have that British kind of,
Well, I don't like her character. She might be a wonderful person, but the character.
Oh, I
they go for
I
her is
love her.
So
She's so-
grating.
Oh no, she's so great. She's so.
Are we talking
She's
about the
so
same person? Are we talking about the same woman?
Yes. Oh, she's so great.
How
right.
how could we see two totally different? I don't know. Let's go on.
Number 9.
Ooh.
Futurama.
Oh, is that
Futurama.
one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long, long time. I
And
like
then-
Futurama though.
10, I put, tell me if I'm wrong, The West Wing.
That's correct.
Yep. Okay.
I've never saw that. I hear it's really good though.
Oh,
It
it's very
is.
good. You would like it, I think.
But it's how many seasons? Like a lot, isn't it?
Maybe 5 or 6.
I thought it
Oh,
was maybe
it's involved.
Maybe less.
maybe 5.
I'll have to write that down.
Remember.
I
It's a while.
should find something to
It's
watch.
good.
Anybody know the bonus?
Yep.
No.
What is it?
Monk.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Which
that's
makes
a good
sense because
show.
I've never seen it.
So I don't know what
that's a
number
good
2
show.
is, and I'd like to hear 7 again. Even though I know that you all know that
Who
it's
wants to
Murder, She
share?
Wrote.
Okay.
Somebody want to do it, or
You
you want
do
me to do
hard.
it? I'll share.
Okay.
Okay. Optimize.
You know, I guess that is Murder, She Wrote. Now that I'm thinking about it. Da, 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 da.
Okay, here's 2.
I'm seeing like wide open plains.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard this.
Or space. I'm either seeing space or
Space.
Yeah.
Space
be
could
one
be
of those
space.
Star Trek
This
shows?
is probably one of those shows that none of us have ever seen, like that Sherlock that he had last week.
I was wondering if this wasn't Star Trek.
Is it Endeavor or something? Or
could it be one of those? Yeah.
it's not original Star Trek.
Let's
No,
write one of
definitely
them
not.
down. What do you think, Kyle?
It's not The Expanse, is it?
Could be.
Has anybody seen Endeavor?
No,
Is that a
never
Star
heard
Trek
of
show?
Endeavor.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there Star Trek Endeavor? Let's put that.
Okay.
Because it's not one I've heard before, but it sort of seems familiar. You're right. It is probably one of the Star Trek, and it is Rob who wrote the categories.
Right.
It's not one of the
It's
traditional.
not-
It's not the
It's
old
not the
one.
Mandalorian
Yeah.
one, is it?
It's not the Next Generation. It's not.
Deep Space Nine. It's
No,
not.
it's not that.
It's
and it's
not
not-
Enterprise.
Well, it could be any of the modern ones. I haven't.
But
seen
it's like
any
a
of the
modern one.
Enterprise has lyrics.
The first time that he played it, for some reason I thought space, but it could be something completely different.
I thought it sounded so boring.
Well, there aren't
I would
really
have
any
fallen asleep
other.
in that one.
Well, you don't have to listen to the music. Just watch the show.
Well, there's some theme songs, and I was thinking about this. There's some theme songs that just make your you listen to the beginning of it, and it invokes all this emotion, like Severance. Oh my gosh! When I hear the beginnings of Severance, I get this like, oh wow, and like of course with Prisoner. And some of them
Jane, did you want to hear 7 again?
there's Carolyn's got her little thing on.
Yeah, if it's easy.
Yeah, let me find it.
Yeah, last week when there was Westworld, it was like, oh yeah, I remember
that
this
feeling?
show.
Yeah,
I don't watch that.
I have to put Kevin on it. I'm gonna wait.
Did you see any of it?
No. My daughter
like-
used to watch it, and I think I've watched the first because I saw the original movie, so I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
I never
don't-
saw the original movie.
I
It's
don't
not
want-
like the original movie
yeah,
though. No.
yeah. So my daughter used to watch it, and I would just go in the other room and like, nah.
I
That was back in the
got-
Game of Thrones era, and I was like, why would I watch Westworld? You know?
Becomes a murdering.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like out in her garden tootling around. or
Yeah, it's
whatever
an
she does,
excellent
yeah.
theme
It's got
song.
the typewriter thingy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't give me chills or anything like that, but it is.
I don't know why I was seeing that whole Newhart thing.
Well,
but-
it might have come
It's
on
similar music,
the
yeah.
night before. It might have been like the next thing. Okay, so
Could have been the same band.
So we're gonna get 10 off this.
now
I
Kevin,
think so.
dude, what should I do with Kevin? I'm gonna wait because we're almost all done. And
We missed 2, but we got the bonus, so we'll still get a 10.
do you think we missed 2?
I think so.
Number 2. Number
Number
2.
Oh, we don't
two,
have
yeah.
2. Oh, it's
Yeah, we
Endeavor.
wrote
or
down
something.
Star Trek Endeavor, which I didn't even know was a series.
We might have got right. Okay, so we're done. I'm gonna leave the room because Kevin's sitting there by himself.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay. Hi, Kev.
Hi, I came to join you here because you're all by yourself. And I can't put you on a team because we're about to come back from breaks and there's a couple teams
Okay.
that are tied. So I wouldn't know which team to put you on. Rob's running everything.
All right. I missed the first round.
Yeah, we're on the second. Here, I'll give you a link to this audio. But don't influence me. Where is it? Kevin. Here's the audio. He's doing that. The first one was intelligent design and atheism and evolution, and it was intelligent design for the first category. This one is theme music, just like last week, but it's
Oh, too bad. I
different
like this
songs.
one.
If you want to listen to it, go for it. Just mute yourself. I'm gonna go.
All right.
I will be right back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. I should have turned off the recording. Otherwise, it's just sitting there, just watching you.
I'm playing the songs.
Did you get it?
I got a few of them.
There's one, the only one we're really questioning is number 2. But don't say what it is.
No, I don't know
Well, I
what it
guess
is
you
either.
could say it wouldn't really matter because
I don't know what it is either.
we think it's one of the Star Treks.
Yeah, I think it's something like that, but I don't know.
I think we put Endeavor because none of us has seen it before.
Some of them are tricky. The first one was
I
easy.
think we got all of them. James
one was
knew
easy.
most of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to them. I got probably half of them, but some of them I didn't know. Fell asleep, and then I'm trying to find my
Aw.
CBS channel, and Billy Joel's not on. It was supposed to be on tonight. It's not on.
Oh, didn't he do a thing last night?
Last Thursday.
Oh, and then they cut and Colbert was showing it and he says, "Look, they cut him. He was playing
Piano Man.
Piano
Yeah.
Man and then they cut it."
Yeah.
News.
It happened, a big controversy. It's so stupid. I think they did it on purpose to create the controversy.
No, I think they just screwed up.
It ran long because of golf, is what they said.
Huh. Well, I didn't watch it, so it doesn't matter to me.
I know, but they're supposed to rebroadcast it tonight.
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay.
But no, I can't find it. Not on my TV.
Hmm.
I
and
this.
Bill is also friends with Astrid Bear.
Yeah, and her father was Paul Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to point out, if you haven't already noticed, Kevin is here and he does not have a team. So lowest score gets Kevin. So just keep that in mind when you're
If only he'd
arguing for
arrived
your
a little
points.
bit earlier. He could have been
Yeah.
a great help to a team,
Yeah.
probably.
He
Well-
said he knew the file. He said
He
knew-
would have done well with this
He
one.
said he knew about
Yeah.
half of them.
I knew five.
Ben's gonna regret not being here.
As long as you're talking about Astrid and the daughter of Powell Anderson, like Powell Anderson is one of my favorite authors. I've got this long stack of books by him. Of course, he wrote a heck of a really long stack of books.
What does the author have to do with music?
Well, you should, Jim, you look on my Facebook friend page and you see Astrid Bear. If you
Yeah.
friend her and tell her you're a big fan of Poole Anderson,
Yeah. Okay.
she'll probably be happy to be friends with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'd have to revive a Facebook thing.
Oh, you're not on Facebook.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, ready for the answers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, these are fun, Rob.
This was fun. I love this.
Okay, I hope you guys didn't do too badly. Okay, here we go. Number 1.
Oh my gosh, that graphic brings back so many.
1959.
Oh, I had such a
I
crush
have
on
been
Little
to the
Joe.
front of Rance memory.
Or Adam.
I have
too.
too.
Adam.
Oh,
Look at him. He's only no.
There's a common
Yeah,
thing.
I
of
think
the-
it was more Adam than
So having watched a lot of these now in a couple of weeks to do this, one thing I noticed is the form of how they do intros to shows has greatly changed. All the ones in this period are people staring into the camera, like you know, like, that they
Hi.
would never do that this day. Well, not all
No.
of them, but quite a few. Okay, now number 2. I don't know if anyone got this one.
Oh man, Medicine Woman.
Medicine Woman. Oh.
When Medicine Woman, 1993.
Knew it sounded familiar.
Yeah. Before or after she married Henry VIII?
It was interesting. People were correct, and they were saying they're picturing vistas of landscapes. and-
Yeah.
well, we thought it was something Star Trek related that none of us had seen.
All right, number 3. I can't imagine any team did not get this one.
That looks vaguely
the right
familiar.
music.
Fortunately, the other members of my team knew this because I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, this is modern Doctor Who music. Have you done it?
Doctor Who. Okay,
not what
that
I'm used to.
was started in 1963. That's quite
But
amazing.
not with that music.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Well, a form of it. They
Form
really
of it,
they
yeah.
really
Different
maintained
arrangement
it,
of
but
that
they loved
music.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
All right, number 4. I did hear some teams at least get this one. 1982.
One of my favorite shows.
There we go.
Oh.
They star out of
Oh, St. Elsewhere. Oh.
Remarkably similar to the Buckaroo Banzai music.
I forgot David Byrne was in it.
Ned Flanders was in this.
Alphabetical order.
And died recently.
Where are they now?
Oh, Ed Beckley, My Neighborhood.
That one's shocking.
He's a big
Howie
shot.
Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Harry
Yeah.
Mandel.
Howie.
Yeah.
And,
All right.
You hang out
and
with
a
him,
lot of
Wendy?
stars.
Why didn't you invite him to Skeptic Camp?
I see him in the neighborhood. I don't know him.
Well,
No.
come on now.
Say hi. You're very
next one.
charming.
The
His
next
wife
one.
went to my high school.
I
Is that
loved
right?
you in St. Elsewhere. Just say that. All right, number 5, one of my all-time favorites, cult classic, one season. And Wendy, no, you got the name of the ship wrong, but you got the correct name. The ship's name was actually Serenity, but the show is not Serenity. It's Firefly.
Yeah. Wow, this is incredible.
Just to confuse you, Serenity was
Yeah.
the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Kat
the-
actually came up with she remembered which was which.
What's incredible?
And see how it looks like a Western, but outer space?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Civil
Because
War.
it is a Western and out of space.
It is. It's supposed to be the Civil War after the Civil War was over.
Can't take the sky from me.
Really
Yeah,
clever.
they build Star Trek as Wagon Train to the Stars, but this really was a Western in space.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
All
the
right.
Martian from the new show. That guy, Alan.
Alan Tudyk, yeah.
Yes,
From
he's in
Resident
a
Alien.
lot of sci-fi roles. He was one of the androids. I'm sure Carl will know the name in the later Star Wars movies.
Yeah, that droid, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The one
He
that-
was
the
my
one-
He does,
favorite
he does a
character.
lot of voice work.
He was my favorite character. All right,
He was also
number 6.
Tucker and Dale
Everybody.
versus Evil.
I don't know if everybody got this, but they should have. 10, 12 years this was on, starting in 1989.
It was 9 seasons.
And I have never watched an entire episode.
Same here.
I haven't
Same.
either.
Me neither.
No, it did not grab me.
I've seen clips
No.
of it.
And I know
No.
people that love that show. And I
You know, the thing
Very
was,
funny.
it was not West Coast. It was too
It's
on
a New
for
York
9
show.
on New York and stuff.
It was
New
on
York,
for
but
But
9
it's very
years.
funny. Give it a chance. It's very funny. After season 2 and 3, it gets
So in
Yeah.
the early seasons of that show, the opening sequence showed a restaurant called Tom's Restaurant.
Yeah.
That's at the corner of 112th and Broadway, and I ate at least one meal a week there
Oh,
for almost a decade. And I
I
still didn't
have-
like the show.
I've
And by
been
the way,
there.
I'd just like to mention St. Louis saved that show. Because
really?
the first season, that show got crappy ratings, except one city had really strong ratings, and it was St. Louis. And the ratings in St. Louis caused NBC to decide to give it one more season to see if the rest of the country could figure it
Any
out.
speculation why?
We were just ahead of the game, man.
Oh,
It
come
wasn't very
on.
good. The first season wasn't very good.
Sophisticated St. Louisians.
All right, number 7. I put this one in there for Susan. I hope Susan got this one.
Did Death in Paradise.
That's true.
What was Death
All
in
right.
Paradise?
This one I put in for Robin because last week she guessed it and was wrong.
Good for Rob.
I appreciate that. I got it right away.
And we're in the middle of binging it, so I would have been upset if we didn't get it.
You're
Great
liking
show.
it, huh?
Watched this show twice.
We had a
It's so good.
Such a
really.
good show. Such a good show.
I watched
would
it on
you
my
do
own, then I watched
that?
it with my sister and brother-in-law.
Why would you do that?
And
'Cause they
people
had
keep
a great
telling me I
show.
would
It's so
enjoy
good.
it if I watched it.
You
Great
would,
show.
Wendy. Robin talked me into it. I was like, sports, no way. Loved it. Loved
Great
it.
show. Hate
Oh,
sports. Great show.
Yes. I
Minimal
agree.
amount of sports.
It's on my list. I still
I'm
haven't
not a
started.
sports fan either, but
It's smart, it's
but you know what?
clever, it's heartwarming, it's
so
We
good.
started going to the
It's
soccer games in
hilarious.
Monterey
A
now.
show about the human
Okay.
brain.
No, it's like a Disney movie with sex.
Okay.
Just making sure
somebody-
everybody
Wow,
knows I'm on the
okay.
record. I do not like it. The first season was okay. First season was really good. Second season,
So that's the
halfway
one,
through
by the
stuff.
way, that was with the 2020 date. That's the
Just
most
saying.
recent one that started.
Yeah. I'm not loving the second season as much as I love the first season so far, but I've only seen a
oh,
few
you
episodes.
haven't finished the
That's like-
second season because I got to
No.
about a little over halfway and I said, I'm done.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
Not
all
enough
yet.
time travel.
Let's see if you change your mind.
and
Okay,
murder,
speaking
and
of-
murder's on an island.
Speaking
Zero
of time travel, here comes number
Yep.
9. 1,000 years
Thank
in the
you,
future.
Kyle. How you doing? Never saw this either.
This is just a cute show.
This was
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let's just get it canceled and brought back.
I love anything
This
Matt
week,
Groening
I
does.
think,
It started in
Thanks,
2003,
everybody.
and in the pilot episode, somebody is in a hibernation chamber and wakes up in the year 3000. So that's the premise.
here comes Lee. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put you guys. If we get one more, we're gonna have an even amount.
Okay.
You know, I think I enjoyed watching the show, but I did not remember the theme music at all.
Yeah.
Number
Gotta
10.
shift it.
Same with me.
Number 10 from 1999.
West Wing.
Oh.
Good job. I've never seen
Oh,
it either.
Oh,
Never seen this one, yeah.
Boy, I want to live in that country.
Yeah.
Hi, Lee. We're almost finished with round 2.
Okay, and finally a bonus, which is Randy Newman singing. And yes, somebody mentioned Toy Story. He did You Got a Friend in Me for that movie.
Mhm.
Randy Newman's great.
Oh, thank you. Jane had this.
Dang.
Disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's jungle out there. Poison in the very air we
Seems
breathe.
like a wonderful character.
He's
mhm.
like
Yeah.
Howie Mandel. in
Yeah,
real life.
OCD.
Like a Columbo on OCD.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you
Germaphobe Columbo.
like that character, watch Elsbeth.
Oh,
Elvis?
Elspeth. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
Elsbeth.
new program. It's only 3 now. It's based on a character she developed elsewhere, and it is very much like that program.
Karen, you said something? What?
There's 5 episodes.
5 seasons?
No,
No,
5
episodes.
episodes.
It's a brand new
Elsbeth?
show.
Okay, so before we do scores, I just want to mention that we have 3 people who've joined us, Kevin and Lee and Gail. Now, if we could have one more person join or 2 more people join, it would be even to put them on teams. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this. But the first one that came in was Kevin. So
Let them pick
lowest
with
score.
the names, funny names.
I did that with Deborah, but I'm afraid they're going to put them on the same. They might go to
What
the
if they
same
all like the
team.
same name?
Well, they can't pick one that the other one's picked.
Used rank voting.
Yeah.
No, we could do a draft.
But I wanna put
Gail
them on
will
the
make
lowest-
sure we
I
do
came
it
in
right.
first. I get
No,
first pick.
the
Nobody
first
else can pick
person
my
that
pin.
came in, which was Kevin gets to pick first.
No, but he's
And
got to
then
go on
that-
the lowest score. I don't want him to go on a team that's got a high
All
score.
right. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay,
then do
we'll
it that
think
way.
about it. Let's do
Only
scores.
offer the 3 lowest scoring teams.
I'll take
Okay.
money. So
Let's see
whoever
if they
wants to
come.
send
Let's see
me
if we
some
get
money.
a tie because we got a tie right now.
He
Okay,
wants to be bribed.
so let's go
Yeah, send me
to.
some money.
Okay, here's
Susan, I never know the answers. Don't put me on one of the teams that's winning.
all right. Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one. The Nod Father. Score.
Score.
Oh, 8.
Okay. We aren't
Your
impartial.
enthusiasm.
James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump in our team name.
6.
6.
Okay, so you so far you're the lowest score now. All right.
Thanks.
Room
I feel so
three.
good.
Well, you were already low.
I
Room
want
3
you
is
to
seated and
notice
ready
that
for
we don't
duty.
see the scores.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
sorry. Oh my
You're
God.
violating protocol.
Oh. Life
I
is
mean, Susan, you're risking disaster here.
Do we get extra points?
One
Do we get extra
job.
points? Do we get extra
job.
points for that?
Phew.
No. All right. Room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
10.
Whoa.
Dum 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 dum.
All right.
Dum.
Wakey, sleepy Donnie.
Also 10.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because there was a bonus.
Oh.
Yeah,
because of
we had the bonus.
Right.
We missed number 2, but we had the bonus.
Right.
Right.
Trump
I was
takes power
I
nap
was
during
amazed
hearing.
that I was amazed that nobody else noticed. Got Doctor Who for 3 on my team.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's it.
Everybody got it. Trump takes power nap during hearing. A white power
On my
nap.
team.
10.
Wow.
Well, then it's going to be
Big
these two
spread.
teams. So I've got 3
So much for
people.
making this harder.
So this is going to have to be Kevin, because I promised Kevin would go on the lowest team. And then I wonder if I should add Gail here also, and then add Lee to the team 4.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Just give us everybody.
Did anyone get Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman? Did any team get that?
I don't think anybody did.
No.
Interesting.
No, but we did envision wide open plains.
Yeah.
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 We
It's a
did
vision
Wide
of
too.
open
Star
We
Trek.
did too. I said
And I-
Dynasty. First I said Dallas, then I said Dynasty.
I also envisioned.
That's what
it
we
sounds
thought.
like
Dallas or
sounds like
Dynasty, Robin. Yeah.
Robert Mitchum should be narrating something.
I was also thinking somebody might say Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
No, I think
Oh,
I
no,
would have
I know
remembered
that.
that.
I think
That
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jim, come back on screen. Everybody get in your thing. We're gonna do a photo.
So that's a lot of work to put that kind together. Do you guys
Yeah.
think enough for me to
I
do
like
it?
it.
Love
Get
it.
the
That's
message.
awesome.
Fun. I love that.
I
Yeah.
get the message. You cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
What? Nobody stopped your video.
What?
Okay.
The video.
Did somebody undo his ask to start video?
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
There he is.
Okay. Okay. Like I'd gotten up and I guess my camera was facing the floor or something. But I'm not sure if that's a reason to stop it.
I don't know. Okay,
Nobody
you don't know
stopped
what
your
was on that
video,
floor.
Jim.
not that I know. Okay, everybody look at the camera or whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Kevin?
Hang on.
Oh, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Oh, here we go.
I'm at the restaurant. I'm
Okay,
at,
everybody, where's
the
Cindy?
restaurant in New
There's
Cindy,
the
where are
restaurant.
you? And James,
Thank you, Kevin.
come on, Cindy, hurry up.
yeah, we ate
I
there
can see her
twice.
door moving.
James.
Out.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we got it. Ooh, I got a full screen today. Llama.
Oh.
Okay. We got, it's Cindy's cat that's making the
Okay.
jump on the screen.
Okay.
20,
So
24.
so Lee wasn't playing a Tibetan llama.
No.
He's got to put a hat on it, I think.
It's a California llama.
Okay, so we are going to take a 5-minute break.
Okay, I'm gonna call this up. my
Okay.
pen.
I guess I'll probably see you next week. Bye.
Oh, good.
Sure hope
Bye,
so.
Jim.
I will
Bye,
be-
Jim.
Good
Are
night,
you gonna
Jim.
grow your beard back?
Good night, Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
It'll.
I gotta go back and look and see why I can't picture him with the beard on.
Well, gee, if you look at 2 weeks ago, when I was last here, I had the beard.
I'm gonna go
Anyway.
look at old photos. Okay, let me see. Well, isn't that funny?
So, Kevin, you visit Manhattan and you eat at Tom's?
We
My
well,
gosh.
we've eaten there
Well,
twice.
There
No, we've been.
there are
I've
some
been to New York
awfully
many
good
times.
restaurants in Manhattan.
I know. I've been to New York many times. We ate.
Tom's
at
is
Katz's.
not one of them.
We ate at Katz's. We ate at the Broad. We ate at in the early '80s.
Oh, Jim
First
did
time I
have a
went
white
there,
beard.
We went to the Carnegie Deli,
Uh-huh.
and then in the jewelry district, every other building is a Jewish deli, and then a diamond shop.
Right.
And jewelry store, and so there's a million good restaurants there.
Oh yeah.
And every one of them, they give you that plate full of half pickles and tomatoes
Yep.
and stuff. Oh, it's so good. and giant sandwiches. They're like $20, but they're like this thick, you know?
You got to dislocate your jaw to eat them.
Yeah, you got to take it apart. And really, you only need one sandwich for 2 people.
Yep.
We made a mistake the first time we went to Carnegie Deli. We both ordered sandwiches and we took half of each one back to the hotel. Last time we went to Little Korea. It was a section called Little Koreatown or something like that.
Right.
It was right near our hotel, so we just happened to stumble upon it, and we went there and had some Korean food, and then we were talking to my son in Korea while we were in a Korean restaurant. A lot of stuff to see, but it's way too expensive there. You can't. Everything's overpriced.
Well, I haven't been to Tom's in years, but I
Tom's was
suspect
reasonable, but
that
it
Tom's
wasn't
ain't
great
so
food.
bad.
It was reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, on a graduate student budget, it was great.
Yeah, it's reasonable. It's not the best food in the world, but they had like you know, you could get just a piece of pie and coffee if you want. It's just like the TV show. I mean, from the
So
outside.
do you know
it looks
what occupies most of the rest of that building?
No, I don't.
The Goddard Institute for Space Studies.
Oh,
the
wow.
place where James Hansen did his groundbreaking work on climate predictions and discovered the scientific basis of the current knowledge of global warming.
Well, that makes sense because Kramer used to hang out a lot there.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
If you haven't seen Seinfeld, anybody hasn't seen it.
I've seen clips of it. And that's
It
all.
starts off slow. The first season's slow. It's a lot of Jerry's comedy. They start and end with him doing a show, and the show will sometimes be about how he gets jokes for later that night when he's in a comedy store, and it's okay. But there was a breakout moment somewhere in season 1, end of season 1 or early season 2, where 2 things coincided at the same time by accident, and Larry David said, "Oh, I want more of that," and the writers started doing that. It was like somebody was about to get in a fight in the hallway. You just heard them yelling at each other, and something happened between the different characters, and they intertwined a couple of stories, and they made it more interesting by doing that. So the writing got better once they started doing that all the time. I've recently been binge watching it, and the one with the marine biologist is my favorite episode. It is hysterical. If you haven't seen it, it's good.
But any of them are better once you know the characters
Yes,
more.
they
Just
get
to
better.
pick out an episode and watch it wouldn't be as good as familiarizing oneself with the characters for a while.
Yeah, I got hooked on it when one of my friends told me. He was from New York. He says people from New York get it right away, and it's funny. New York and New Jersey people will like it. And I wasn't watching it at all. And he says, you got to see the episode where he meets a baseball player and they're standing in line at the Mets game, and one guy spits on the other guy. But the description of the spit is like the magic bullet
The
theory.
Phantom Spitter.
Yeah, it was like the magic bullet theory. It hits one guy and bounces off another guy, and they make it like it's a Kennedy assassination or something like that. It's so funny.
No soup for you.
No, that's a good one too. I met that guy at a Comic-Con thing. He did one episode, and he's the most famous one episode character on Seinfeld, the Soup Nazi, based on a real restaurant on 55th Street. That the guy was really pissed because he didn't like being compared to that. But then later he puts the signs all over his restaurant that the original Soup Nazi character was developed. So he sells more soup that way. And very funny episode. And the guy goes to Comic-Cons now and signs wooden soup spoons for like $35. People buy them. You stand there, get a picture with him, and he sells you a wooden spoon that he signs for $35. He probably paid $1 for it.
I guess I was interested in I hadn't realized that Firefly was really only 1 season.
Yeah, it was, and that's part of the problem with it, is that everybody was so mad because it ended and didn't even give it a chance. They didn't even have a cliffhanger. They had a cliffhanger,
Well, they presented all the episodes out of order, which didn't help any
They
either.
didn't
Yeah,
even
it was
air
on the
all the
network where they
episodes.
had some sports ball thing and they kept interrupting it and they put the
Yeah.
pilot on second instead of first. It was very weird.
My problem was I watched the movie first. No, wait, not the movie first. I watched the series first. I watched it wrong. Let me think. The series
Well, the series was first, so
was okay. I watched the movie
Maybe a
first.
spin-off from Doctor Who, right?
what?
Wasn't Firefly kind of a spin-off from Doctor Who?
No,
No.
nothing to do with it.
It had nothing to do with Doctor
No
Who?
time travel.
Nothing.
It was like Star Wars, except it was better. It was good.
Like Orville, which
Well,
is like Star
so-
Wars, but better.
So one of the quotes about it is
Orville's Star
it's
Trek.
like Star Wars if George Lucas could write good character dialogue.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Dun, dun. It's
Yes.
really what it is, Wendy, is it's the American Civil War and it's the Confederates you're following. It's these people who lost this war and how they're like trying to restart their lives and trying to come back and gain some kind of livelihood and stuff. But it's told in
That is an excellent way of describing it to make it sound not at all interesting.
Yeah, I didn't
Except
look at
that they're
way
not
because that makes it
terrific,
sound
though.
like the,
Yeah,
the bad guys are the heroes. That's not true.
Yeah.
It's like a totalitarian government which has taken over and they're
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
but the whole thing, like they even wear
Now
something
we know
like
what
gray.
side we know what side Susan is on.
Don't they wear the color of the Confederates?
No, they're brown coats.
Yeah.
Brown coats, that's
Which,
right.
you know, you can make your bad analogy to that too, but
It's terrific.
That's true.
And it's only one season. You know, you can do one season of this.
You got a rebel
Only
flag in the
one season
background.
and a movie.
Movie.
One season in a movie and you'll just be so mad. The problem with it is you'll just be so mad because they didn't keep it up and it was so well done. You don't get to a point where you hate it. It's like if they stop Severance right now, and I'm kind of worried about Severance because I'm thinking, God, that first season was so amazing. What if they screw it up in the second season? It's awful.
It's going to be really easy to screw up because it was so good.
yeah.
It was and so many, and I'm worried about them having too many not explaining stuff. You gotta give us.
But Firefly's only problem now is Joss Whedon is a persona non grata now.
Oh, I did not know that. What
Yeah.
did he do? What happened?
Oh, you just look it up.
He's a Republican right now.
No, he basically was just a horrible person to work for and created a hostile environment, and there's many
Damn. Was that
complaints
his
against
reputation
him.
during Buffy also?
After the fact, such was reported, yes.
Oh.
Isn't it funny that Buffy is like such a stupid name and everything, but it was a really good series. The whole premise of it is so stupid, but it's a really terrific
With the
series.
Hellmouth,
Buffy
and
the
then-
Vampire.
and then the spin-off ones.
Angel.
was
Angel.
Angel,
saw
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
I didn't like him. He got really overweight and it didn't look right for a person who's supposed to be an angel. I thought that was odd that he shouldn't look different.
Oh, he
Okay,
was a
are we
fallen
officially back from break?
Cherubs are chonky, and
Yeah.
Carolyn, I love what's going on up here.
Oh, with her tiara.
That's quite adorable, honey.
She looks adorable.
I got
All
that
right.
from Wendy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Wendy's had a lot of influence on this. I love the fact that Jeannie Scott did her whole talk with hers on.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yes.
Very cute. Not to mention that I did my whole thing when I was on stage with a third eye, but you know,
Yes.
I would have worn Wendy's thing too if I had it, but it was the wrong year. Anyway, we're back from break. So let's see what we got going on today. Nothing's happening in the news, which is wonderful. And it's nice that we're living in such a sane society with wonderful government and nothing happening worldwide. It's so great. Adrian, do you have anything happening on the Skeptic Zone?
I
Or elsewhere?
believe Kate and Allie are back at it this week with
Did she just freeze? Everybody froze but me.
million
Maybe.
pieces.
There you go.
Okay, look who's back.
Who?
Where?
No, Rob did it.
What?
Rob did it.
Rob did it, but when Rob did it,
No.
all my screens,
Actually,
everything shifted.
I did not do it. It just
Did
popped
you
up
not
on
do
my
it?
screen.
Who's
I
Well,
recording?
it popped up
sent
on
a
my screen as
request
an
to the
op-
All
host.
right, who did it?
I
didn't do it.
activated a tool that says request host to start cloud recording. And then it came.
Oh.
But it shifted my
Magical.
peoples,
But
and
I don't
thought
think I don't
Susan
think
was
she
gonna
likes to
pop
do
in.
it to the cloud because then it doesn't come out right.
Well, yeah, it won't follow Rob to
So
the breakout room.
if she gets back, we can let her do. She's gonna have to do some editing and put the two pieces together.
Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh, she's frozen now, she said.
That's gonna cut down on our views.
So maybe
Yeah.
she's in Alberta.
Right?
Can you cut from
It
0
might
to
cut him in
0?
half, 2 to 1.
Literally.
So, Kat,
Yes.
or maybe Adrian, did one of you mention the baby helmets thing, or did I have a dream
Oh,
about
it's
it?
coming.
Baby helmets is yet to come. It's been
Yeah.
recorded, but it's
Oh,
yet
that's
to
what you
come.
said. Okay, because I was I thought I
Yeah,
was caught
baby-
up and I didn't hear it yet. Okay.
Yeah, baby helmets are coming. Well, we got together and we did 3 things in one day. Just,
Yeah.
why not? Have some
This morning
giggles.
we got a spoiler that Richard was working on the herbal story, so we
Yeah.
know that one's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
And for those who came late, I am going to be on Kenny Biddle's The Skeptical Health Bar tomorrow night.
Oh.
Oh,
Who was this Kenny Biddle guy?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently, you can look him up on Wikipedia.
yeah.
That's right.
Oh, so he's a really notable person?
Yeah.
And it's
He is notable and
It's
also
a
a little
no.
bit famous.
It starts at 6 at our time.
6 hour time, yeah.
Yeah. Can somebody send me the link? Just on chat or in
Are
my
you sure?
It's on YouTube. Is that work?
Yeah,
Or
it's on
Facebook? I
YouTube.
know Facebook you're not
Yeah.
good. So let me get
Yeah, I'm not good on Facebook, so I'd like to see it live.
yeah, both are streamed on Facebook.
No
as
pressure,
well.
no pressure.
All right, here we go. I'll put the stingamabiggy in
You
here.
gonna put the thing in the place?
Yeah. The thing
Actually-
the whatchamacallit in the
In the
thingamajig.
thingamabob.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I think that links to it. Can you double check to make sure?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. I opened it.
Thank you. So we're gonna go there and make jokes. Oh.
So,
And I
so
have
when-
to really like every week I watch Kenny and
Yeah.
the Divine Donna, and like we're a throuple in my mind. He's my Friday night date. But
Yeah.
I'm always in the chat chatting to everybody. And
Yeah.
so I really have to like not like read the chat and be chatting away. I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
actually listen to Kenny and
And you have to pay attention and answer questions.
engage and answer questions and stuff. Like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. what
Susan
have I got
Gerbic is
myself
the host
into?
now.
Oh my
I
gosh.
blame
He's
Adrian.
back.
The whole internet went down.
You want to stop your recording, Rob, and then let her pick her recording up?
We talked about you a lot, Susan.
Oh, I hope it was good.
We talked about how frozen you were. You know, you must be in Alberta.
Oh, I saw you say that, and I thought, and you know what's funny is that I'm hardwired. I'm not using like Wi-Fi or anything, so that almost never happens to me. So something must have happened somewhere.
Well, you just missed Adrian and I giving all of our wonderful updates. So
Well,
nothing major.
I will be listening to you guys because the last one I listened to was terrific. It was really well done. So,
But we haven't heard what's coming up on the next Data Skeptic yet.
oh,
Well, yeah, the most recent Data Skeptic's a pretty good one.
well, they're
There's
all good.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Don't undersell it, Kyle. It was great.
Thank you. So there's a challenge in a lot of biology research. You could have a great camera to film a bunch of animals, picture like wasps in a nest, you know, like dozens or hundreds of them moving around. You'd like to know what they're doing and how they're behaving. And historically, grad students had to go in and meticulously label every frame. But of course, AI can do that now. So I interviewed someone who invented a software program to help researchers do exactly that. You label a few frames and then you train it effectively and it learns how to label all the poses of insects. So where they're shoulders are if they have them, where their abdomen is if they have them. And from all that, you can get the machine to do all your labeling for it, thus putting grad students out of business. And that's the latest on Data Skeptic.
Ooh, I want to see poses. Like Carolyn said, they would be like posing.
I know Susan likes those pose shots. So.
Yeah, I like posed shots. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Very interesting, very interesting. Wendy, do you want to say about the videos for coming up?
Oh, you go ahead.
So
okay. We had our skeptic camp a couple weeks ago, and so Heather and her partner Emery have all the gear, and they were supposed to be doing whatever processing needs to be done to make videos like YouTubes of our speakers. And Emery he got sick and he kind of dropped the ball. And so Heather's been doing it, and she just finished doing the editing today. So
and they didn't use their equipment either.
Excuse me?
They didn't use their equipment either.
yeah, we ended up using Adrian's.
There's things that in the future we'll do differently.
Yeah.
And thank you, Adrian, for everything.
I mean, I was just trying. I've never used a video camera in a situation like that, or used a video camera probably ever. And so it was a dry run for our Week in Reason, because I'm going to try it there. So I asked Emery, can I just try this? And he said, sure. And he said, it's great, because then we'll have a backup. And it turned out it was a good thing.
The audio and the video is really well done. And Richard Saunders is the one who gave you the tip about the audio, which is great. Great.
Yeah.
And I want to know that again. I have a feeling I know what you did, but I really want to know, because I'm going to be doing these other skeptic amps. And so
yeah, it worked so well. I was so impressed. I mean, because I had walked through how to use the video camera when Richard was here last year for Week in Reason, but we had somebody else who was doing the videoing for our I just wanted to learn how to do it. And so I remembered what he said for last year, but I couldn't remember how we would do the mic thing. And he said, oh yeah, just stick the little mic in front of the speaker and do the receiver into the camera. And boy, the sound is amazing, isn't it?
It really is great. So the videos are starting to come out. 4 are out right now. Heather Henderson has them on her YouTube channel. It's called Heather Henderson. And I'm putting them on the About Time channel. And once they're loaded completely, I will put it out on Facebook. And it's also going to be the website for the LA Skeptics.
And I love what she's done with the slides on one side. It's so professional looking. It looks great.
It looks really nice. She did a terrific job.
Yeah.
So that's going on. I was on Cosmic Convergence, I think is what the YouTube channel is. They've been wanting to get me on there since this UFO drama came up with Wikipedia and everything. And I went on Sunday and I was on 3.5 hours, and it was hot at times. And I'm not talking about the heat needing a fan. It was, I hope I did you guys proud by holding up my end of the scientific skepticism world and the world of Wikipedia, because but we all got along.
Were there expletives that needed to be deleted?
It was I did say one word, but everything else is okay. I think if they don't edit it too much, it should be very interesting. And they want, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know who's going to watch 3.5 hours of it, but it was interesting. And some of the questions they asked and stuff like that. And, it's a paranormal consciousness. There's 3 guys, 2 of them introduced themselves as, I'm an experiencer, and my name, that was the first thing they said. That's how they identified as the experience. Not the first guy said, yeah.
That's the code word for an abductee, because they don't want to be seen as a victim.
Oh, abductee or something like that, some kind of thing. So he said he's a remote viewer and other things. So that was the second guy. But the first guy said,
did you tell them about CFIIG?
No, I didn't do any of that. I just tried to stay to my subject, even though I have all that, because I wasn't going to attack their beliefs, because I really badly wanted to ask the remote viewer if he could tell me what color my socks were I was wearing right then. But
They wouldn't even be the same.
Well, that's a trick, right? They have
Richard
double
Dawkins,
chances.
I just say red and green.
Yeah, red and green. So no, it was fascinating. I don't know when it's going to come out. They're going to interview Rob Headley, who's been the biggest problem in, and then they want to do us together. And there's all kinds of stuff going on, you guys, with this Wikipedia and UFO stuff. I can't even go to it. It's been since January and it is still going on. It's getting really ugly in some places. And anyway, so we're doing a conference. I wish Faith and Romero were here. We're doing a Skeptic Camp in North Carolina. It's coming all together. We've got Jane is going to go, but she's not doing a talk. Possibly Erica, what's her name?
Engelhop.
Well, the woman who did the talk at
yeah.
Psychon on the gross stuff, we think we have her. Rob Palmer is going to do a talk, and we just got word that we just got word that Kenny Biddle's going to do a talk. Can you imagine? It's going to be me and Jane and Rob and Kenny and this Erica person in one house, probably. That should be fascinating. Oh my gosh, just that is going to
Is Donna Biddle coming?
I don't think so.
Oh, Kat, are you coming?
No, Kat's not going.
Kat's not coming?
It's North Carolina. And then the second thing is we're doing a Skeptic Camp in New Mexico. And we've got that one almost, I mean, this all came together in the last week. It's got, we're going to have Brian Dunning, and we're going to have me and Celestia and Ben Radford and Adrian Hill. So, and some other people. So it's going to be so much fun. Again, it's going to be, Dunning doesn't want to stay in our house, I don't think. So it's gonna be, he'd rather have a hotel room on his own, I guess.
Okay.
So
Hey, Jane, you coming?
Wait, I wasn't listening. Where's this one?
No, that's in New Mexico. You said you couldn't make it. We're gonna wear you out over in North Carolina. So it'll be me and Adrian, and that's it, I think, in the house, because they're trying to see if Angie Mackey wants to go. So I don't know. Anyway, and I'm going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm going to do a talk for the St. Louis, Missouri people, and I'm doing a talk for, what's the name of the place, Carl?
At SIUE Edwardsville.
Edwardsville,
Southern
which
Illinois
is-
University, Edwardsville.
And then I'm looking for 2 more Skeptic Camps on the way to or from Buffalo that will do them in July.
When is the one in New Mexico?
It's going to be May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd.
May 31 through June 2nd.
Yeah, Sterling was even tempted to go.
Oh, I'm tempted.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You better, if you want to speak, you better get on it, because I think we're full, so we'll have to see.
No, I would just come to play.
Well, you better let us know soon, because we got to get our room. We got to get our house.
All right, I'll bring this up. I have a planning thing going on tomorrow, so for my time.
Oh, jeez.
Is anything else that I need to know? Are we ready to continue? Rob, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Category number 3. So, in keeping with the special day it is, we're going to be talking about gods, God equivalents specifically. I want you to name the Roman equivalent of the following Greek gods. Groans. Okay, mute
Choose all
everybody,
different
please.
gods from the time I did this round.
I will.
Probably.
Carl, mute people, please.
All right, hold on a second. Click.
I actually looked at it and I didn't see it done. I must have searched the wrong keyword then. Okay.
Yeah, I did it at one point.
What'd you
Somebody's
call
gonna
it,
do really
Carl?
good.
I don't remember what I called it.
I don't think it was God.
Oh, I called it It's Greek to Me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Yeah.
Here
I
comes
call
the-
it cultural appropriation.
Boom, mute.
Okay. Well, so if you guys remember that, but there are a lot of them that might be an overlap, and I'm sure I
Can
didn't do.
Carl recuse himself from this round?
I didn't
Don't work that way.
I didn't necessarily do everyone that Carl did because there are a lot of these gods. So I'm sure there's a big overlap though. Well, and I don't remember. Do you remember if you did Roman to Greek or Greek to Roman? Which way did you do it? Carl.
I think I did a mix.
Ah, okay. So
I remember it as like a matching or something. Just do a matching.
okay, so we're going in one direction here. I'm going to give you the Roman, the Greek gods, and you need to tell me the Roman equivalent. Okay, number 1 is Aphrodite, the goddess of love.
Love.
Number 2, Apollo, god of the sun, light, music, prophecy. He's a busy guy. Plus, sometimes he stops the Enterprise in its tracks. Number 3, Ares, god of war. Number 4 is Kronos, Titan, the father of Zeus. 5 is, where do I have that? 5 is Hades, also sometimes pronounced Hades, the god of the underworld.
I've never heard it pronounced Hades.
Spelled two
Me
different ways. Number 6. I don't know even how to start pronouncing that one. Hephaestus, the god of fire. Don't think I've ever heard that before.
Hephaestus.
Thank you. Number 7 is Hera, goddess of marriage.
Yeah. I mean, you know, seriously, if you're going to create a civilization of gods, really, you're going to create a marriage one too? That's bullshit.
Hey, it's important, the family, you know. Okay, number 8, Poseidon, god of the sea. That's, of
No
course, an
gods would
important
be. That's silly.
one. Number 9 is Selene, goddess of the moon.
Selene?
Selene.
Thank you.
Oh.
Never took Greek. Number 10 is Zeus. Zeus, king of the gods.
All right.
And that's it. This is an easy round, at least easy for me to paste them in.
Let me put, yeah, it's quick. Let me put everybody back on their teams that are the new teams.
What? What
I have
happened?
3 new people on teams.
Oh, you didn't do that yet. Okay.
No, I put them on teams, but I have to wait till the breakout rooms open before I can actually put them on the team.
Ah, okay. Okay. Opening rooms now.
Okay, Gail is on 5. Kevin is on 4. No, Kevin's on 5. And Lee is on 4.
Not as
I hope you guys know this because I don't know none of this.
I think I used to.
All right, you're in charge.
I
No.
I believe 10 is Jupiter. That's I think all I got. So
That's what I wrote.
Yeah, right.
I wrote some things down, but I'm no expert, but I wrote some things down for them.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think the first one is Venus.
Sure.
Oh,
Yep,
sure.
yep,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
Yeah, Venus, if you will, please. Yeah.
And I don't know if
It's-
Apollo is the same for both, but
Would that be Mercury? Mercury?
oh yeah. It could
Murphy's the
be.
guy who runs, isn't he?
Yeah, Mercury was you know, with a little, it had like a little
Nothing's
wings on
faster
his
than
feet.
light.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the one that has the heel. Who's the one that has the heel problem? They shoot him in the heel. Achilles.
That's
Oh,
Achilles.
It's Achilles.
that wasn't a god. That was a
Yeah, that was a
You know, I don't think it is Mercury.
no.
I
I don't know.
sunlight and music.
Mhm.
But I do think I know some of the others. I do think that number 3 is, I wrote down Mars.
I was thinking that
Oh
too.
yeah.
So this is my only skill, trying to say that. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
You've already come up with it.
8, I think, is Neptune.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes. that's
Oh
what I
yeah,
wrote.
that is.
That's
Yeah.
what I wrote.
I guess we know more than we think.
You know, there are a lot of them are planets. Hello.
And
Mercury, Venus,
do you think
Mars,
5?
Pluto? There's a Pluto?
I wrote Pluto.
For which one?
I wrote 5.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Hades?
Yeah, okay.
And for
I think-
7, I wrote Juno.
I know one of them's
Oh,
Juno.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And for
Is-
9,
Uh-huh.
I wrote Luna.
You know.
That would make
that's
sense.
Yep, Luna.
That sounds right, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are any of them Saturn? Just as long as we're doing all the planets.
Yeah, actually, I wondered if I'm not familiar with number 4, but I wrote Saturn for it as an idea.
Yeah.
Why
See,
not?
Kronos is one of those really old kind of
Who we missing?
pre-gods almost. It could be.
Uranus? Is there a Uranus?
So would 6 be
She
Mercury
tried to hide
then?
a smile.
Would
Oh,
6?
I just remember when I was taking an astronomy
Oh,
class in
Vulcan.
college. Well, never mind.
Vulcan.
6 would be Vulcan.
Cool.
That would be 6, yeah.
What were you saying, Jane, about Uranus?
Well, I had this teacher who had this speech problem in the astronomy class.
This
and
is starting
I
to
just
get good.
remember this. I remember this my whole life. She was doing this lecture and she said, Uranus is on fire. And this really funny girl, she goes, oh. I always remember that.
And what grade was that?
College.
Thank goodness. Can you imagine if it was middle school?
They have to skip that planet is skipped.
So anytime anybody
Doing that one.
mentions Uranus or, I always remember Uranus.
Are we missing a planet here? Can you guys think of one?
Yeah, well, did we do Saturn yet?
Saturn is Kronos.
4.
Okay, yeah.
We
that
need
sounds good.
Apollo. Apollo is
Apollo.
so you don't think it's Mercury, huh?
You don't think it's Mercury?
I
We
think
can't think of anything but Mercury. Because it's
Music.
Mars, Jupiter, Venus. We have Jupiter? Oh yeah, we do. What planet are we missing?
Yeah, I
Neptune?
don't think
Yeah, we
it
got
was.
that.
I don't think it was Mercury, but
God of the sun, light. So it's not like soul or something like that. I don't.
no.
Light, music and prophecy. Music and prophecy.
Unless it's Mercury, I don't know. Well, I'm waiting for you guys to say it so I can say, yeah, that sounds right.
Used to know all these things.
Yeah.
So let's see, are there constellations? Let's see. No, not really.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we do have them all, right? I'm running through my
Well,
planets.
we don't have number 2.
So if it's not Mercury, since it says light, is there something for sun?
Yeah.
Which the only thing I could think of is soul, but I don't.
Helio? Was there a Helio?
I
Could
don't
be.
know.
Or Helos, maybe?
Oh, Helos.
That sounds good. So Mercury or Helos?
I still think Mercury. One of these is probably Mercury.
Well, we could put Mercury.
No, I think Mercury was one of the gods. I just don't think it was any
I
of
think
these.
it was
right?
too. It could be that. It could be Mercury,
Do you want Mercury for 2?
or it could be.
Wait.
Let me
Helios.
ask Mark.
Yeah,
to
we-
come out.
What's Helos?
Mark, do you know
I
the
don't know, but it sounds like a sun.
Apollo? You know Apollo, the god of sun, light, music, and prophecy. Do you know his Roman name? Oh, I was talking to myself. I guess he went into the other room. Didn't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, do we put Mercury or something else?
Mercury's. I don't think it's Mercury, but it's
Cerebus. I'm just kidding.
Or Ouroboros, or Rob or us. That's it.
Osiris.
We got Poseidon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poseidon. Which one's
Neptune.
Poseidon?
Neptune.
We have Neptune.
Oh, yeah. Poseidon's the other name. Okay. I'm just no help on these. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know.
So if we have nothing, what do we want to put? Just
Which one? We've got Venus, Mercury, Mars, Saturn,
we
Pluto,
did put Mercury. We decided on Mercury. Okay.
Vulcan, Juno,
All right, let's
Neptune,
put
Luna, and
Mercury.
Jupiter. Yeah, because we're almost out of time. Gotta put something.
Asteroid.
Good old asteroid. That's been always my favorite god. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be surprised, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, team.
Okay, fast round.
Yeah.
You only had 4 in common with my round of a year ago.
Okay, not bad. But you know, with you on the same team as Leonard, and most of the answers were planets, I can guess what your team is going to have gotten there.
Hey, have
All
some
right.
respect for the rest of us. We know our planets.
Okay. Well, I
bet you Bill got 'em all.
didn't say anything about your score. I'm just saying what they did. All right. I will read them all and then put them in the chat at the end.
Yeah, we should have guessed planets for the answers we didn't know.
Yeah.
I just knew I now know one. Can I change it for my team?
Yes, please. Please.
Nobody will know if you did or not.
All right. Aphrodite is Venus. Apollo is Apollo.
Oh, we should have gone with our first instinct.
Good
trick
one, Lee.
question.
Oh, I
Sorry.
forgot. That's Jane
Huh?
said that right off the
Yeah.
bat.
Apollo's Apollo. Aries
Not
is
Starbucks?
Mars. No, not Starbucks. Battlestar Galactica there. Kronos is Saturn.
Oh, good.
Hades is Pluto, not a
Yay.
planet. Hephaestus, whatever Bill said, is Vulcan.
Yay.
Wow. We talked ourselves out of that one.
Hera is Juno, not a
Yay.
planet. Poseidon is Neptune, not Triton. Selene is Luna, that's the moon.
Good job, Carolyn.
And
Good.
Zeus
That was
is, of
Jane.
course, Zeus is Jupiter.
Wow. Good job.
Yay.
That worked out well.
Yeah.
And if you watch all Doctor Who, you know that Kronos destroyed Atlantis.
Oh man, that sucks. Okay, so we are impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump in our team name.
I'm counting.
Doesn't take that long to count to 1.
Oh.
Gail should have it.
6, I think.
Hey,
Depends on what Gail did at the end there.
6 on Ask an Atheist Day. Very nice.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Perfect consistency.
So
It's
Trump
six.
always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one. The Nod Father.
9.
Okay. Team 3, room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
9.
And as we go up, wakey, wakey, sleepy Donnie.
Also 9.
And Trump takes power nap during hearing, a white power nap.
10.
Yeah. All right. So it didn't change scores hardly at all.
Slightly harder than last round.
Yeah.
Is
Very
that
slightly.
statistically significant?
All right,
No.
Rob, let's get a hard one now. Let's make
This might be a little
What she
harder.
said.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. I thought it, but I didn't say it out loud, Kevin.
Me too.
It was too easy.
All right. The last full
Well, it
round
wasn't
here.
too hard.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna wait for you guys to be done. Go ahead.
It's only hard when you don't know the answers.
our enthusiasm is subsiding.
All right. Random science trivia.
You want me to mute people or?
Yes, please.
I noticed you didn't use Uranus.
Here we
on that
go.
last category.
Mute.
Thank you, Susan. All right. All right, number one.
Just had to squeeze it in.
Number one.
And just
what-
squeeze in Uranus? Seriously?
Number one. What field of science does this term apply to? The great unconformity. Number two. It is estimated that what percent of all species ever to have lived are extinct? Going to give you plus or minus 5% on that number. Number three. In eastern California, a Great Basin bristlecone pine, Pinus longeva, known as Methuselah, is considered Earth's oldest living thing. This came up in another trivia category, I do recall. According to tree ring data, as of May 2023, last year, how old was Methuselah? Multiple choice. 1880 years, 3,060 years, 4,853 years, or 5,500 years. Number four. This is a type of composite subatomic particle, including the proton and the neutron. Perhaps one of the most surprising discoveries of the 20th century was that this ordinary matter, everything we can see, makes up less than 5% of the mass of the universe. What is the name for this type of matter? Number five. What do we call the unit of measure for the calculating speed of a computer equal to 1 quadrillion floating point operations per second? As you can see, I'm jumping around the sciences here. Number six. Beetles are insects that form the order Coleoptera in the suborder Holometabola. I really need to learn Greek and Latin. Their front pair of wings are hardened into wing cases, distinguishing them from most other insects. The Coleoptera is the largest of all orders, consisting of almost 40% of described insects. That's amazing. And 25% of all known animal species, even more amazing. How many species of Coleoptera are known, according to Wikipedia? I'll give you plus or minus 10% on that.
Coleoptera.
Thank you. And by the way, I've heard if, if God loves humans, he must really love beetles. Number seven.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the Beatles? According to a 2009 study published in PubMed, the human brain in numbers, a linearly scaled up primate brain, the average number of neurons in the generic primate brain, which consists of simians as well as prosimian primates, is 93 billion. And I gave you the definition of a prosimian primate there. Members of a group that includes lemurs, lorises, bush babies, and tarsiers.
Is that the Lorax?
Maybe. What is the number for the human brain? Plus or minus 10 billion. Number 8. Okay, what's going on here? Number 8. At roughly what percent of light speed With one travel, so your time moves 1/3 the rate of those left behind. 75%, 80, 85, 90, or 95. Number 9. A species of which of these types of animals have the largest ratio of brain mass to body mass ever measured? Ant, fish, cetacean, octopus, bird, or primate? Number 10. A type of this was measured as 137.9 feet tall. You'll have to do the conversion to meters there, making it the tallest grass in the world. Name it. Don't say Bruce.
Oh, I was going to say
And-
George.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a bonus. This is not actually science, but I
I
always
just
find
got
this,
that.
I always find this one
Why do you
interesting.
think it's a male?
Bonus. How long is a furlong? And I used to work with somebody named John Furlong.
Georgina.
1/10 of a mile, 1/8 of a mile, 1/6, 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, or 1 1/4 mile.
I know that one.
And there we go. Should be simple, straightforward, and easy.
Measure speed
questions?
in the fortnight,
Any
furlongs per
questions?
fortnight.
Go to your rooms.
I got to change my background first.
I know approximately 1, and that's a guess.
Yeah. I'm no good to you guys, so, and I have to go anyway. So,
Oh,
Thank
All
you
right.
hi,
for hanging out.
Carolyn.
Just in case it was
Take care.
your day, we picked the ones that were perfect for you.
Good night, Carolyn.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, Kyle, it's up to you and Deborah.
Yep, it's
Oh,
on you,
boy.
Kyle.
I've never heard of the grade unconformity, so
I
know
don't,
what
I
to
think
say
it's,
there.
I think it might be geology.
Sure.
Okay,
But
that's it.
You could be way off, but.
No pressure or anything.
Right.
Number 2, I thought I'd heard 95%.
I was thinking 95, so maybe let's put 90 so we get 95 and a little bit of a spread.
Okay.
Unless somebody
it-
else has something.
Definitely not 100.
Methuselah, I think do you think it's over 5,000 years? Or
Oh no.
sometimes, he puts the highest one in there, but it doesn't mean he could have made up the 5,000.
I don't know. I put B, but I could be out way wrong.
I think I remember something about it being as old as the pyramids, and that'd be over 5,000 years, right?
I don't know. I don't even know that.
Yeah.
Like I heard it somewhere. Just these bits of random information that got in my brain somewhere. Who knows? They're right, close, anything.
Well, you want to go with it?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I don't know anything about some particles.
Ordinary matter, everything we see.
Everything we
except
can see
less-
makes it less than 5. Oh, isn't this dark matter?
No, dark matter is the other 95. I think it's called baryonic matter.
Ooh, what a stupid
Baryonic.
name. How would you spell that?
Phonetically.
Oh boy. Yeah,
BARINIC?
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, baryonic.
Okay. The unit of measure for the calculating speed of it.
It's the one you want Leonard on your
So
team.
Oh,
For
look at the
5,
data
it's something.
skeptic.
Yeah. 5 is something flops. I don't know if it's petaflops or teraflops.
Well, this is something, this is up your alley, huh, Kyle?
Yeah, I should know it. A quadrillion operations. I don't know how to map a quadrillion to a flop.
You're not even speaking English as far as I'm concerned.
I never even heard of a flop.
Yeah, flop is the unit of measure. It's probably like petaflops.
Petaflop
Nobody would
sounds
name anything
like
a
something you get
petaflop.
arrested for.
Yeah, that is way too close to some other word.
Yeah, no,
Nobody-
PETA.
Only a scientist would name it that.
Right. Could be teraflops too,
with
but I
with
feel
a with a straight face.
So teraflops is small, petaflops is bigger. After that comes what?
How about zetaflops?
Maybe zetaflops. Yeah, it's one of those kinds of things.
Megaflops.
I guess go with petaflops if we got nothing else.
Okay. So that's when you go to stop someone from killing animals and you fail.
Well, flop would mean you, by the end of it, encourage them to kill the animal.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what are we calling it? A petaflop?
You end up, I was hungry anyway. Let's have a barbecue. Well, let's see. Beetles. Oh my gosh. How many species of Coleoptera are there, according to Wikipedia?
The most. There's an incredible amount.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't give us a A, B, C, D, a multiple choice. He just said how many.
Yeah, what's the number?
100,000?
Ah, do you think that many?
Oh,
I
it's at
know
least that many.
Beetles are the most speciated thing. Their order.
Well, what do you guys want to guess?
The 100,000 is good to me. I think it's higher maybe, but it's pretty good.
Jane?
I have no idea how to guess this one.
40% of insects and 25% of all known animal species.
That's just amazing.
I mean, think about how many fish there are and how many different kinds of mites there are and how many different kinds of ticks there
And
are.
there's somebody categorizing this. That's, to me, is like.
And all the different kinds of moths and butterflies and ants and I mean, never mind all the larger animals. There's not very many of those really, but okay. 7 human brain in numbers. Neurons. 93 billion.
I'm sure at one time I knew the answer to this, but I have no idea now.
Do you think it's a lot higher than the generic primate brain?
Oh, for sure. We have the most. The number I have in my head is 10 to the 10. Is that 10 trillion?
Good Lord.
For a minute when you started saying that, Kyle, I thought you kind of you'd counted them and you knew.
That's why he was quiet for the last couple minutes. He was counting.
Well, 10 to the 10 is the number we talk about, not like often, but a little bit in AI, that's either the number of neurons or neuronal connections. So if we can do something that's on the order of 10 to the 10, then why
Let's
couldn't
just
the
say
machine
10 to the
do it?
10.
10 to the 10. I don't want to write all those zeros.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I don't know.
I don't have a big enough piece of
Change your light
paper.
speed miss one traveled, so your time. I don't know.
It's probably D or E.
I think it's probably E.
Because you don't get these relativistic changes until you go really fast.
Okay, so let's say E.
Yeah, moving at a third. Yeah, probably E. Maybe D, but probably E.
Okay, a species of which of these types of brain mass to body mass ever measured? Octopus?
That's what I put. Just from,
I was leaning towards ant.
Ooh.
yeah,
I thought I heard it was
light.
octopus, but I don't know.
I don't know. I was just guessing because their head's so big compared to their body, you know.
I know that octopuses are super smart.
Yeah.
Right, but their brain's distributed. They have little bits of brain in all the arms that function independently.
Oh.
I think it's maybe, and they're heavy. There are a lot of just like squishiness. Whereas an ant is incredibly light, even though it has a small brain, the ratio might be there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fish have very small brains. It's probably not them. birds are a possibility, but not primates.
Mm.
When when I was in school, we had to dissect a cat, and then oh, it was great.
Oh,
And then another time, we just happened to be in the right place at the right time, where we well, we were I was at Davis, and they had to do a thing with a horse. And when I realized that the size of the horse brain is smaller than your fist, it makes you wonder, like,
Really?
how could they coordinate 4 legs and a tail and their
God did
head
it.
and their
God
neck
did
and
it.
all that stuff? And then the cat brain was like smaller than a walnut, you know,
Well, that makes sense. Look at the
which is pretty big
bicep
for the
cat.
size of the rest of the cat, but still.
I don't know what to put because I'm still leaning towards octopus, but
I think
it could
ants
be. It's
good.
not whale for sure. Ants
No.
good too. I don't know. I don't know.
Ant or bird, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, ant. That's it. Let's go with ant. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
what-
actually, birds, you'll think of the of course, some birds are pretty heavy, like what you call it,
Penguins.
ostriches,
I can tell you
penguins,
the ants in this
ostriches.
house are very smart.
They can get
Strategic.
anywhere, can't they? You know what else is they have so little water in their bodies that you can microwave them and they don't die.
Oh
Isn't that
man.
amazing? Like you've tried that, huh?
Well,
I've
by
been
accident.
embroiled in a battle of wits with these ants for a
You're
couple of
losing it.
years.
Okay, so a type of this was measured. Oh, now this one I think is the one I know.
Oh,
Kelp.
it's not grass. I
Oh,
don't, is kelp a grass though?
I believe so. Come on,
Sure.
girl. You are Miss Monterey County, Monterey Aquarium. You should know this one.
I think it might be kudzu. But
Well,
could be
this
kelp.
is like a piece measures this long.
Is kudzu classified as
I
a
don't know.
grass?
I don't know, but I
weed,
don't know
isn't
that I don't know that kelp is either. I saw
Yeah,
it
I
growing
don't know.
one time and I was amazed. I was like, oh, now I get it.
What do you want to
Yeah.
put?
I don't
Susan
know.
can't possibly be right, so probably I'm wrong. How much she would have trust my.
I don't know.
I've been there a thousand
no.
times.
No,
and it
because
seems like I remember it.
grass, well, it depends on how you define grass, but grass is a particular thing. And it's got, it's got seeds and yeah, I don't know. I don't know, unless it's that other kind of grass that grows in Africa.
You know the name of it?
No,
Well, okay.
I think there's some in the Salinas River though.
Hmm.
Like, it's like, what's it called? Kelp if you want. I know it's long.
Okay, so the
I
last
don't
one.
know. I don't know anything about kelp, but I don't think of it as a grass. Do you think it's a grass?
I do not think it's a grass. The only way grass or anything really could get that tall is by
Floating in the
growing on
ocean.
something.
Floating in the ocean.
Well, having something to hold it up.
Floating in the
Right?
ocean. Air
But
and
it's-
water. Water, you mean?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a grass. I mean, again, it depends on how you define a grass. So, how long's a furlong?
You're the horse person.
I think it's 1/6 of a mile, but I don't know.
Okay.
See
Don't
that?
do horses
See?
run furlongs?
They do.
Well, cars do quarter miles,
Yep.
so it might
So-
be 6.
So we still need to do the grass.
I think it's kudzu. Unless it's something I've never heard of.
I don't know if kudzu is a grass or not. I don't know.
Isn't that
Yeah.
the
I don't.
stuff
I
that's
don't
growing
know
in
if it. I don't know if
Florida?
it. I don't know if it technically is either, but I think I've heard it called a grass, but
be.
that isn't really. There's pampas grass, which isn't a grass, I don't think either. But there's a lot of stuff that's called stuff that isn't a thing, the thing that it's called. So
Here, my cat just walked in. Let me ask. Oh no, she's leaving. Sorry.
which cat?
Ariadne. The other
Ariadne.
they just spend all their time sleeping. If I go
Well,
sleep-
Ariadne should have been in there for the gods thing.
Oh yeah, that's true, Ariadne. Usually I just I've watched a little bit of the news in the big TV and in the living room. Mark has been gone for a day and he went to UCSF, and so I had the whole house to myself all day yesterday. Part of today, and so I sat and watched the news in the big TV, which I never turn on. And when I go, every time I've gone in there, here they come. They all have to sit on my lap and they have to be like right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, so then you can't move.
I know if I stay in bed late, like on the weekends, a lot of times I'll get double cats. And then I can't, and
Yeah,
then
I keep my
can't get
door
up.
closed, otherwise I can't sleep because then they walk over me, and so I have to sleep with the door closed. So do we have everything?
No, we need to either write kudzu, kelp, or something else.
Karen would say, how are we going to decide?
Well, we could
And
vote.
you know where I'm at, so it's up to, and Deborah's got a different, and so
You
it's
got-
up to
you tell us,
Jane and
Kyle.
it's Jane and Kyle. Better quickly do it though. You got 18 seconds,
Help then, who knows? I don't know.
15 seconds, 14 seconds.
All right.
Jane?
All right.
Did I hear you say kelp, Kyle?
Sure,
said kelp.
just flipping the rolling the
Listen,
dice. Who knows?
it could be Susan's right for once.
It could be something
Okay, I think that was a little bit harder than the other ones
Hey, Rob,
for some teams. Yes.
don't forget the recording's in progress.
Thank you.
I just couldn't help myself. It's getting late.
I was wondering when you were going to say something. I've been
Yeah,
watching.
I missed
Boy,
that.
that's a late one, Vincent. Yeah.
I know.
I thought it had been done already. That's why I didn't say it.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm going to put the answers in the chat as I go because some of them are numbers with ranges, so I might as well do that.
Yeah.
So number 1, the field of science is geology.
Yay, Lee.
Lee.
And the
Oh,
reason for
hell?
that
Good job, team.
is-
We got
oh.
one.
this is an
What?
unconformity is a surface in the rock record in the stratigraphic column representing a time from which no rocks are preserved. And the great unconformity is the gap in the rock record between the Cambrian times of 550 million years ago and the Precambrian, anything earlier. And this is in the Grand Canyon.
Oh.
So number 2 is estimate that what % of all species ever to have lived are extinct. This is because, according to Gwyneth
None.
Paltrow, Earth is such a safe place and nothing that's natural can harm you. 99.9%.
That's essentially what we said.
Yeah. Yeah, we did good.
All right. Number 3 is
Oh man.
You see why I didn't want to say 93?
you just missed it.
No, I said
Said
95
90.
to cover it up to 100 because I know it's close to 100.
We thought it was close to 95.
So number 3 is answer is C. Karen knew it, I think. 480
Yes.
exactly.
Karen did know it. Yes.
Live during the construction of the
Oh,
pyramids.
darn it. I did say, I bet I said I heard it was
I'm
one of the
obsessed
pyramids.
with the bristlecone pine.
But I thought the pyramids were over 5,000.
Young whippersnapper.
The pyramids,
I thought
the
they were over
pyramids were never
5,000.
alive.
And you know, they believe they killed one that inadvertently killed one that was older when they were doing testing. Doing testing, and then when they finally got around to it, they think that the one they killed is older than Methuselah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right,
those
number
scientists.
4. I don't know many teams that got this one. It is called baryonic matter.
Wait a minute, Susan, did the UFO people convince you that pyramids were once alive?
No, I said, I thought the pyramids were over 5,000 years.
But they're not alive.
45.
Is Baryonic
2500
Manor named
BC.
after Barry Carr?
Probably.
We got FYI, we got that one. We just
Barry on and
we
Barry
didn't
on.
spell it. I didn't spell it right, but we got that one right. Just let me know.
Spelling doesn't count. All
Well,
right,
we
number
spelled
5.
it like HYDROGEN.
That's wrong. No points for you. No points for you. No soup for you.
So when Barry Carr was born, was that baryogenesis?
Clearly.
Number 5 is the petaflop.
Yay!
Yay, Kyle.
Where's
Only the
where
science
is
world would
Bob
name that.
Novello when you need him?
That is so awful. I mean, come on, who would name something petaflop? Somebody who
got it.
doesn't get out very often.
A pedophile who can't get it up.
Number 6.
Said out loud, man.
Back to
This
the
just got this just got demonetized.
We're not monetized.
Number 6, again, beetles. God loves beetles. 25% of all known animal species, quite amazing. How many species are there? 400,000.
Wow.
Just short.
We thought we went too far with one.
I knew it was a
100,000.
big number, but I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
Somebody counted those.
Yeah, they were
Sure.
a hobby of Darwin's. He
was
liked
busy.
collecting beetles.
But I mean, can you imagine categorizing something like
Well,
that?
He sat there with two of them next to each other going, oh,
That's what
they're
computers
different.
are for.
Yeah.
Number 7.
How many
Grad
species
students.
of snowflakes are there?
All right. So, what is the number of the human brain? So this is 86 billion.
Ooh, just
Oh, we
missed.
just missed.
We didn't do the math. Can I ask you if 10 to the 10th is in there?
So it's less. Yeah.
I've heard 100 billion.
Yeah.
That would be 10
Yeah,
to the
so
10th.
have I.
They meant
Yeah.
that's in your brain.
I heard
you
the
so
same
very
number,
much.
100 billion. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the science article I got it from. By the way, I did look it up. in
Okay.
numerous
All right.
places. Number 8. At roughly what percent of light speed must one travel so that your time moves 1/3 of those left behind? This is quite surprising, and this is why aliens are not going to come here. 95.
Hey.
Wow.
That's one of the reasons.
Oh no, we
they're
didn't get that.
coming.
Never mind.
Is that fast?
Yeah. So here is let's see, where could I find it? What do I do with that? Oh, I didn't go see this. What happened? I had a chart ready to go and it popped open.
I think for that one, you should have put 67% as one of the choices,
Yeah, why I heard you saying that. Why were you saying that?
because 67 plus 1/3 is 1. You know what I mean? 1/3, 2/3 and 1/3. I would have thought that
okay.
I would
I
have been
think one of
fooled.
the answers
I
should
was
have been
wrong.
88 miles an hour.
How'd you come up with that? And so here is the chart, which is really interesting. It is like almost no effect until you're going 90 plus 95 to get up to 30.
I bet you
So
this
to-
was
you know,
60.
Yeah, it's like
That's only for time travel, I guess.
that's quite amazing. And then there's another graph which shows how much energy is needed to go faster and faster. Fast. Basically, it becomes infinity. So, no, we're not going to be traveling too far.
No space aliens for that.
Yeah, and they're not coming here either. All right,
But
and
they have another way of
let's see.
calculating the alien.
Yeah, that's true. They have special powers. Well, they really want to come
Yeah,
and
they
play
can get the
trivia with
wrong
us.
answer.
Our trivia,
Yeah.
our trivia is being beamed out into space. Aliens are
That's
totally
scary
separate
because
right
they're going
now.
to
They
listen
use
to us
new
and say
math.
these people were so
Yeah,
dumb.
new math.
But of course, as Fallon said when she, well, how do you know they're not interdimensional? So there you go.
Well, how do you know they're not all Smurfs and
Number 9.
They're all
Number
beetles.
9.
They're already here. They're beetles.
I would wager no one got this right because I was frankly amazed. It is the ant.
We got it.
we got it
Alright.
right. Thank you,
I
Kyle.
never knew that one. But I was doubting my giggler brain.
You really underestimate us, Rod.
And they're 100
did,
times
that's
stronger
great.
too. Man, the ants are awesome. Big brains can pick up 100 times their weight.
Number 10.
And
And
little
plus,
tiny
some of them,
waist.
some of them can talk like Woody Allen. They do good impersonation. Number 10 is, so this is the one with the tallest grass. And I didn't know this was a grass, so I'm sure somebody did. Bamboo.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't even a consideration. I'm
Were
sorry.
you trying to
Yeah.
bamboozle us?
Ha 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 ha.
I'm sorry. I tried to talk everybody into kelp.
Oh.
Actually, kelp is a pretty good answer.
It's just not a
Kelp
grass,
is
I
an
don't
alga.
think.
Wrong.
It's just not a
Well,
grass.
it's
I think.
wrong.
Are you
But
sure?
so,
Kelp,
I
kelp
mean,
is an
I knew
alga.
it was
It's not
bamboo.
even a
As
plant.
far as wrong answers go, it's a really good one.
Yeah, that's a great wrong answer.
Well, it
I
meets
know.
the size. Yeah, the size
Well done.
criteria. Yeah.
I just thought I
Yeah.
was so confident, but sorry.
And finally, the bonus, because this was a hard category, I thought. The answer is 1/8 of a mile.
Yay, Lee.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
1/8.
6
pronounce
furlongs.
220
Oh,
yards.
shit,
Oh,
I
wait a
fucked
minute.
that
No.
up.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Anyone who knows horse racing knows
I
that.
fucked it up. 6 furlongs is a race. It's not a mile. 6 furlongs.
There we are. So
There we
that's
go.
where the
That up.
6 came from. Oh well.
There's a race called the 6 furlongs and the 7 furlong, and then there's the 8 is the mile. Stupid me.
Oh, and
And I said, "Oh, I know this one. 1/6."
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, never thought. All
Well,
right,
it
let's go
depends
over
on
to
whether or
the,
not you measure
add
it
your scores.
over a 2-week period.
Are you guys adding?
Furlongs per fortnight.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay. So we aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with it. Trump and our team name.
We had 3.
Wah wah. That's sad, you guys.
Well done.
And I gave you Kevin and Gail.
I said I wasn't going to be any help.
Trump always wanted a mafia name. He finally has one. The Nod Father.
7.
Ooh, damn.
Oh.
You're in the lead now.
Okay, stop the count.
Stop the count.
Get seated and ready for duty.
5, I think.
I think that's right.
Okay. Wakey wakey, sleepy Donnie.
7.
Oh.
And Trump takes a power nap during the hearing, a white power nap.
We only got 9.
Aw.
Everybody hates you.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Okay. So
Wish we
Rob,
got
you
I
better-
wish we would have got 10, but
Rob, you better give us a category that allows those bottom teams to be able to
catch up.
seriously.
Okay. Final
Top 10
category.
Billy Joel
Please be
songs.
Keanu Reeves. Please be Keanu Reeves.
What a cat's
Adrian's
top
10
tired.
10
dramatic
favorite
performances
movies.
by Keanu Reeves.
No, Cat's favorite performances. of Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Category of things Kat doesn't know about Keanu Reeves.
Nothing.
But what
no
Keanu Reeves
Yes, there's
doesn't know
nothing.
about Cat.
Oh.
That would be everything. He doesn't know I exist.
Oh,
So,
come on,
I
man.
have-
That's a
I
bonus
have
round.
to-
Dreams.
I have to say, when we went for lunch with my husband, it was the first time my husband's met Kat. And guess what we talked a lot about?
Can't imagine.
Because
I
my
don't know.
husband's a fan
Jar
of
Jar
Keanu
Gabor? What,
Reeves.
who?
And so the two of them were
Movie
like,
recommendations. I'm
yeah,
like,
there's a, oh, what about this movie? Oh, I don't know that movie. Oh, can you write that down for me?
Boy, I would have been bored. I'd have been like,
It was really funny.
we talk about electric cars or
Which movie was it?
oh, there
You
was
made
a couple.
Yeah, there were several you were talking about, and I was kind of like, oh, the view's nice.
Like The Whole Truth, The Gift, Man of Tai Chi. Like,
please
Wow.
don't
Hooking
pick
a
that
brother up,
category.
man.
Please don't pick that category. Please don't make that.
Go ahead.
Okay, the category is, you just ruined it all. Keanu Reeves' greatest movies. It is the Presidential Greatness Project.
Oh, can we do Keanu Reeves,
What?
please?
What the hell?
Sorry, Kenneth. All right.
Wait.
In
I didn't
February
know what that
2020.
is.
Next week.
What?
I don't forget, we need 2 more people for next week.
Well, y'all are being mean, so if you want me to do Keanu Reeves,
Well, now we know. Okay, Kat, you got a category next week.
We'll have to study it. You guys want to study a Billy Joel?
Yeah, everybody study
category?
it. We got it. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
All right. I don't know why I have these in multiple lines. I'm pasting them. All right. So here is the rules. And let me finish pasting them and I'll read them for the people following along.
All 20 of you.
Okay, so in February 2024, the presidential historians in a survey, this made big news, by the way, so this wasn't, this was not under the radar. They did a survey called the 2024 Presidential Greatness Project, and it ranked President Biden as the 14th best president in U.S. history. You can imagine how much Trump loved that. He loved even more that he was put last. So he went crazy on his not truth thing. So, but who were the top 10? And so, the tally came from 154 presidential specialists who are current and recent members of the American Political Science Association. They were asked to give every president a score from 0 to 100.
These are United States presidents, right?
No, Nigeria.
Canadian.
Did I not mention that? It was Nigeria. All right, go to your rooms.
Well, at least I have a chance on this. Okay. Do we think we should do you think we should do a screen share?
Sure.
Good.
Always kind of hard on these when you don't have a visual.
Well, I just wrote down Lincoln and Obama.
Okay.
Lincoln for sure. Yeah, probably Obama.
Yeah, without knowing what they were being judged on.
Well, and
They're just me.
And who was judging? I mean, we know that it was the historians, but we don't
Okay,
know
well, we've got, it's way more than that. FDR.
Oh yeah, FDR.
yeah, that's a good
FDR,
one.
And then there's Lincoln. And there's Obama. I'm right.
Was Washington could be on there.
Washington be in there.
Probably.
I mean, he was not a great president, but he's
Okay, Washington.
Yeah, we don't know the criteria. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Susan?
It's possible that Washington won't be the top, but these are people who are historians of presidents that are making this decision. So then
Right.
there would be, wait, let me think of my presidents. Hold on a second. I'm going down the list. Jefferson, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jefferson for sure.
Okay, and then
Fillmore.
Millard?
good old Millard. Wait, LBJ.
Probably.
Because
Probably.
of civil rights or
Yeah.
Civil rights. And actually he was.
He did a lot of things.
Yeah.
He did a lot of
What do you
things.
think of Truman?
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Truman.
Okay.
Maybe Clinton too.
I was wondering about Clinton because of the economy and everything.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We've got 8 right now. Duh. Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And
Is anybody else on the money that
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah.
there's Grant? Oh,
I mean, Washington did a lot of really important things, like he left, which is one of those.
yeah, that was like the probably most important thing that
Yeah,
he did. He said,
said
"No,
that
I don't want to be
here.
a king. I want to,
And
Not
so
be-
that was amazing. Adam,
Yeah,
the first one.
John Adams. John Q or
The first one probably. Let me think. There's been 46 presidents, right? So let me think. And
Yeah.
Biden's number 14, huh? Oh, we're already going back.
It's a short list.
We got
You think Kennedy would end up on it?
oh yeah, how did we forget?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh.
That's 10.
Okay, the only one I would take out, well, let's leave Washington in there just for at least that.
I think he has to be on there because just being the first president. I mean, can you imagine what a great
historian?
Yeah, what a great accomplishment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got to be on there.
And like I said, just the fact that he left peacefully and was like, okay, don't call me. I'm going to be a farmer now. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, he started that kind of expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he didn't have to. They were offering him the job for reals. Breaking
Yeah.
news: Israel struck Iran.
Right.
That's all we need. Good Lord. Okay, you guys did great. What a great team I was on tonight. And Carol.
That was very, very good
fun.
team.
It was fun to be on a team permanently. I miss seeing some of the other people though, but it is fun.
Yeah. Been doing it so long, you've seen them a lot, I think.
That's true. I'm sorry, you guys, about the kelp. At least I didn't talk you out of bamboo.
You know,
can't even
when I heard
imagine
that bamboo, I'm like, oh, that
I
is
should have thought
right.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
You
heard
know,
that
it
many,
occurred to
many
me while we
times.
were there, and I didn't say it because I didn't think it was a grass.
I wouldn't have thought
It is.
if
You'd said
somebody
that,
had
I would have
mentioned
done.
it, I
That's
would've-
right.
I wouldn't have thought
it's
it'd
a
get that
grass.
big. That's awful big.
Oh,
no,
they
they're
get
really
very
big.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what Leonard said. He said, you know what that means? Nothing. So yeah.
That was a fabulous category, Rob.
That was fun.
And I
We
didn't
were
read this.
taking a trip down memory lane. I mean, like it was like,
There was names I forgot. I'm like, wait, why did we say that?
So I just wish I could have been a fly on the wall when Trump saw this list. All right.
Oh, they had to explain.
They have to.
You can't read that. What are you talking about?
You have to wear your ketchup.
He's
with
like,
it.
oh, they went.
They were counting backwards.
Yeah, he was
You
thinking
hear
like, oh, they're ranking it in reverse order for
Listen.
demonstration.
I heard on the news they're saying he has a woman who travels with him everywhere who carries a tablet that tells him good news all the time. That's all she does, is good news.
Wow.
Really?
It sounds like it.
All right,
Good
here we
news, he was
go.
at the top of
Number
the list.
10 is JFK, 9 LBJ, which surprised me, but I guess it's a civil rights thing because
Yeah, that's.
No, that
Number-
makes sense. We put him on our list.
We
all right.
go
8
back and
is
forth.
Oh,
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower.
Number 7 is Biden or Obama. I don't know. Can't tell them apart because it's the same. Number 6 is Truman.
Oh.
Yep.
Number 5 is Jefferson.
Truman, like the show.
Yes,
Right.
just like that. Number 4 is Teddy.
Yay.
Number 3, first but not first here, is George Washington.
Mount Rushmore.
Number 2 is the other Roosevelt, FDR. And number 1 for saving the nation, Abe.
Yay.
We did really good.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
does Clinton
I
come in
got
on
them in
this?
order.
When is Clinton?
Where's Jed Bartlett?
Clinton is number 12.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
he was up there. Robin to Bill Knighton. What are you sitting, Bill? A
Which
picture of a
person-
bird.
which president is
A
that?
picture of a guy that we both apparently know. That Jeff Smith, you said?
No, Steve Johnston, and that doesn't
Oh,
look
that's-
like him.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
And the rest of us are going, what the hell?
It's
Oh,
a
I know
dude.
Jeff Smith, the photographer.
We're talking birds.
We're talking bird shit.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not
Wait a minute.
there. Thank you. Get it out of your
Oh,
system.
did you guys hear?
What?
Huh.
We're being recorded.
Bird
Bird's
is
the
the
word.
bird is the word.
Oh, yeah.
I should have known that was coming. Okay, let's see how we redeemed ourselves here. We aren't impartial. James and Kat don't want anything to do with Trump on our team name.
We had 9.5, but
How do
I'll
you
get
have 9.5?
What?
We had 9. We had a big argument over the 10th one.
Oh.
Who was it you got wrong?
We were arguing about
LBJ
Johnson
and Wilson.
versus Wilson, and we ended up with
Oh.
Wilson.
And
Oh,
Wilson or who?
LBJ.
Oh,
LBJ.
Trump always wanted a mafia name.
9.
Who did you mess up on?
Same argument. We had the same argument.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So we had Grant. Yeah.
Room 3 is seated and ready for duty.
9.
We had
Interesting.
we put Clinton Clinton instead of Eisenhower. Completely forgot about Eisenhower.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Eisenhower. Wakey, sleepy.
You don't
dog.
like Ike?
Dan.
Oh.
Okay, Trump takes power nap.
10.
Well,
Hey.
you called
Hey,
it,
well
didn't you,
done.
Vincent? You said you were going to be the winning team tonight, and you were absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Well,
By 4.
yeah. Well,
Five,
He's-
actually. if you count.
48 out of
Psychic.
50 points. I'm odd.
I more psychotic than psychic. But yeah.
Rob, I think you should have done the bottom 10 or something. That top 10 is too.
Hey, I'm going again shortly. You know.
Kevin, is that secretariat behind you?
No, that is a horse called Gerrymander.
Okay.
I need one person for next week. Thank you very much. Who will that be?
I won't be here next week because I have a HOA meeting.
Oh, I know you love those so much.
It's our budget season.
I guess you can throw me on there, Susan.
Okay, does that mean we want to have Robin on the following week?
I can do the following week.
Okay, Robin's in the following week. Just checking here. Anything else?
I could do obscure horse races for.
Okay, Kevin's on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You
Okay,
would
so next week
hate
we
that
have
category.
Wendy, Kat, Adrian, Carl, and Cindy as bonus.
Okay, I'll do the following week
Okay.
also.
Okay.
The reason I was wondering whether that was secretariat was because secretariat was also number 3. And
not always.
and the day after I graduated from college, he was the day he won the Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths.
That was amazing.
Okay, so you know what? We're done a little early, so I'm gonna.
But that's a bay,
you
and he
guys
was a
a link?
chestnut.
To some videos that you might want to start watching because they're so awesome. And
I like your Wikipedia series.
Is this
Oh,
in
thank you.
preparation for cats?
no, this
Some
is the
category.
LA Skeptic Camp. We've already got
How do
one with
we-
4 views. And this
How
is
do
just the
we
beginning.
prep for cats?
Just watch just read Keanu Reeves things.
There's no
I'm gonna say goodnight, everybody.
Okay, so
Night.
here's the playlist for the talks. Right now it's got
Thank you, Rob,
Corey
for tonight.
Chrisman, Heather Henderson, Susan Gerbic, and Ross Blotcher. So I'm going to put that on here. Subscribe, please. That would be really nice. We'd really appreciate it. And these talks were a blast. So as the
Chrisman's
other ones come
amazing.
up, we'll add them in there. They're all amazing. There wasn't a
Yeah,
bad
but it
talk,
really
a whole
it.
lot.
Good
Well, I
night,
didn't say there
everybody.
was.
Yeah.
Good night, Vincent.
Fun game.
Good night, everybody. Oh, and don't forget
night,
Ken's
Gail.
on tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Kenny Biddle's channel. So you guys better all show up or else with
6
your
o'clock
tiaras
in
on.
Mountain Time. Yeah, Brent, where are your tiaras? Yes.
8 o'clock
Yeah.
Eastern.
Not that anybody's going to see us, but yeah. Bye, everybody.
I